Just go with what you're... No, not yet. 3:55.
You just said turn on.
I said to turn on that.
Turn on what?
Well,
It's on.
okay, that's fine. That's fine then.
Do you want to put something on them?
No, it's okay. I'll be fine. Give me a break, give me a break, give me a break for that All-Star weekend. Yes, we are here in Saskatoon, Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. Les Lazaruk with you. It is not a game. Not yet. This is a different format for All-Star Weekend, with the game having been moved from Okotoks, Alberta, to here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I might add, very hot, steamy Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, where it's 31 degrees Celsius, and that's going to be about like 88 degrees Fahrenheit as we get set for a competition day without the actual games. We have a bunting competition coming up right away, then a junior home run derby, and after that, it will be the WCBL home run derby. In the past, when this was played at Siemens Stadium in Okotoks, it was a one-day affair, and it was a home run derby and then the game. Well, the game will go tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock. But here today, we're on the air on FloCollege for you with what's going to be happening with the bunt competition, the junior home run competition, and the home run derby as well. It's all coming up for you starting momentarily, and it'll be interesting. Of course, you can see out on the field, there's targets for the bunt competition. So something that you don't normally see, certainly not at the Major League All-Star level, and it's a lost art, essentially, bunting. But here's how it's going to work. The bunting competitions will see players bunting to either baseline. Targets are laid out with numerical score values on the target. Balls must be fair to register a score. As you can see, you have the score zones are 1 for the furthest onto the field, 2, 4, and 6 points. If the ball is to land on a line between the scoring zones, they will be awarded the lower denomination as their recorded score for that attempt. If the ball does not land on the target, the score awarded for that attempt is 0. If the ball lands foul, the score awarded for that attempt is 0. There's 12 players, 1 from each Western Canadian Baseball League team. Each guy will get 10 attempts at a bunt. And then from there, you'll go on to the final round where there'll be 4 finalists, and again, trying to figure out the best numbers can be determined by the 4 people, and you end up with a bunting champion. The crazy thing about this is that there's only 1 competitor out of the 12 that has actually successfully executed a sacrifice hit this season. Everybody else has got 0 under that column in their statistics. So be interesting to see who can pull this off, who's proficient at bunting and get some points out of this. Again, there's 12 contestants. Maverick McAllister with the Brooks Bombers, Joe Medill for the Weyburn Beavers, Nick Swab for the Fort McMurray Giants, Justin Simard of the Regina Red Sox, Dan Kawanishi of the Energy City Cactus Rats, Lucas Geisler for the Swift Current 57s, Jack Wheatley with the Lethbridge Bulls. Thomas Soto is the only one with a sacrifice hit this season. He plays for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Maddox Shaver with the Sylvan Lake Gulls. Gal Salinas will be the hometown favorite with the Saskatoon Berries. Cal Gates with the Okotoks Dogs. And Nate King with the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Those are the 12 competitors for the bunt competition, which will be getting underway momentarily here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. Again, gorgeous day here today, 31 degrees Celsius, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind out of the south gusting from 19 to 29 kilometers per hour. So in this ballpark, that's essentially taking the ball to left field. So right-handed hitters will have the advantage when it comes to the home run competition if they can pull the ball, or lefties are going to have to go the opposite way in order to maybe get up into that wind stream in order to get the ball over the wall here. And the dimensions, we'll go through them now, but we will go back through them a little later on. For the main field, 335 feet down each foul line, 400 feet to straightaway center, and in the alleys, the power alleys, anywhere between 375 and 385. There's no actual distance on there because of all of the advertisements that are on the fence, but we're told that they're somewhere between 375 and 385 into the power alley. So it's a spacious ballpark here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. and a little tough to get home runs out of here, and especially this year, as it's been a lot of wind from the east blowing in towards home plate, so it's been tough to get balls out. But today, reasonable day, south wind, that'll help, especially again the left-handed pole hitters when we get going here with the home run competition. But that's a little later on. First, something unique, although I've been told that this is something that you do see in Asia, the bunt competition at All-Star competition. So that should be something a little different, something to watch out for. Throughout our broadcast here on FloCollege today, we'll have various different guests come up and join us, chat about things going on in the league, going on today. We will have the announcement a little later on of which city will host this event next year. And we will speak with the people from that team when they come up to chat with us about being the successful bidders to have the All-Star Game weekend festivities in 2027. But for this year, 2026, the third-year franchise in the WCBL, the Saskatoon Berries, they are the ones who will be hosting the All-Star festivities, and that's going to get going here momentarily. Also, if you're noticing, there's another fence out there stretching along from just outside the foul lines on both sides. That is for the junior home run competition. There will be a dozen young players from local, actually 10 young players I should say, from local Saskatoon 13 and under or Pee-wee teams that are going to take part. And that fence is maybe about 180, 200 feet out. So give the young guys an opportunity to hit one out and have a thrill of working alongside the stars of the Western Canadian Baseball League. So we should be along momentarily with the start of the All-Star Skills competition here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. Again, just all 12 teams are here. 5 players from each team going to be involved with tomorrow's game starting at 1 o'clock. But everybody is here ready to go. And it should be an entertaining afternoon and early evening here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. While we have an opportunity, we will run through the standings of the league as we have a 2-day break from play. Let's start in the West Division, where the Okotoks Dogs lead the way with a record of 29 wins and 11 losses. They're a game and a half up on the Sylvan Lake Gulls at 27 and 12. Lethbridge is third at 23 and 13, 4 games back of Okotoks. Then it's another 9 games back to the fourth place team, the Energy City Cactus Rats, who are 14 and 22. They hold the fourth and final playoff spot in the West Division over the Brooks Bombers, who are 11 and 26, and the Fort McMurray Giants, who are 11 and 31. In the East Division, it's the Moose Jaw Miller Express in first place at 29 and 11. They've won 11 straight. They are the hottest team in the WCBL. They are a game up on the Saskatoon Berries, who are 28 and 12 in second place. Medicine Hat third at 17 and 24. Regina fourth at 16 and 23, the defending champions, holding the fourth and final playoff spot. Then it's Weyburn in fifth at 15 and 23. And Swift Current sixth and last with 13 wins and 25 losses. So that's the standings. Again, nobody's playing the next 2 days. Action will resume on Monday in the Western Canadian Baseball League, and then going on from there, it'll be teams joining back up on Tuesday as well. So keep in mind that the WCBL, after this weekend, really down to the final 3 weeks of the season. It's basically stretch run time once this weekend is done. The introduction of the bunt competition competitors going on here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. Maverick McAllister from Brooks, Dan Cavanishi from Energy City, Nick Suave from Fort McMurray, Jack Wheatley of Lethbridge, Maddox Shaver of Sylvan Lake, and Cal Gates of Okotoks. They are the West Division bunt competition participants. And from the East Division, Joe Medill of the Weyburn Beavers, Justin Smart of the Regina Red Sox, Lucas Geisler of the Swift Current 57s, Thomas Soto of the Moose Jaw Miller Express, Giles Salinas of the Saskatoon Berries, and Nate King of the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Again, the targets are out on the field. The closest you can get to the foul line without going foul and pretty much keeping it in the dirt of the foul line or the skin of the baseline. That's where you can get the most points, 6 points, and it's also about halfway up the baseline between home plate and either third or first. There's targets on both sides, down the first baseline and down the third baseline as well. So 12 players, one from each team. They each get 10 bunt attempts. To get to the final round, each finalist get 10 bunt attempts before moving on to the next contestant. Tiebreaker is needed is a single attempt off until a champion is crowned. So we'll get that underway momentarily, but the introduction still going on of the bunt competition competitors. And now they're working through the East Division guys here. So we'll be getting going momentarily with the bunt competition on FloCollege with the All-Star Weekend. Lucas Geisler being introduced from Swift Current. Joe Medill from Weyburn being introduced. The last guy to be introduced will get a bit of a roar here. Here we go. Yeah. Big round of applause for Giles Salinas from the Saskatoon Berries, who will be taking part in the bunt competition. So it'll be Maverick McAllister coming up first. McAllister's a freshman from Thrall, Texas, who studies at West Texas A&M University. McAllister making his way to the batter's box. He's a left-handed hitter. And let's get you more on Maverick McAllister with the Brooks Bombers. Everybody going to crowd in and get a closer look at things. One of his coaches will handle the pitching part of things. McAllister doesn't have a sacrifice hit. But here we go. That's kind of lobbed in. I think you'd like a little bit more out of that. There's a bunt up the third base line. It is going to go off. Too far. 0 for Maverick McAllister on the first one. Second one, right along the baseline. Will it stop? It's onto the target. It is going to stop. Gets a point right at the very end of it. Attempt 3. Up the third base line. That one goes foul. That's no points. Fourth attempt. Down the third base line. That one spins foul. 0 points. McAllister sends this one up the third base line. That one is going to go foul. He's got 1 point so far through 5 of his bunt attempts. This one's onto the green grass, onto the target, trying to make its way, and it will stop and get 4 points. 4-point bunt by McAllister. This one goes foul, his 7th attempt. Got 5 points through 7 attempts. 8th attempt. Onto the grass. A little bit too much mustard on that one. It goes off the target. He's at 5 points. Still accumulated. 2 attempts left. This one doesn't have enough juice to get to the target. Got to get about halfway up the line in order to get onto the target and get points. 10th and final one for McAllister. This one is onto the target. It's in the 2-point range, and it'll get over to the 1 instead. He'll end up with 6 points, will Maverick McAllister of the Brooks Bombers. From the Weyburn Beavers, it'll be Joe Medill coming up now. Medill, an outfielder. Another left-handed hitter coming up. He, like McAllister, does not have a sacrifice hit to his credit. Hitting .240 for the year. Coach has thrown a couple that are not working. Now here's an attempt that's going to go foul. This one hit the lip of the grass coming off the skin of the home plate area and died. This one hits the previous ball and doesn't work either. Now they want him to get that ball off of there. Here's a bunt. That's towards the middle of the field and doesn't work. This one's pushed a little better, but again, won't make it onto the target. Sent up the line. This one's a little bit hot, too far, and that's 0 points. Just short of the target with his 7th attempt. Backs off on that one and doesn't take that one either. Now he'll bunt this one. It's onto the target, but rolling foul again and a little bit too much. This one maybe a little better. It is onto the target and is rolling, and then a little bit too far. And last attempt got a little bit too much and it'll go foul again. Medill, 0 points in his 10 attempts. So now it's Nick Save from the Fort McMurray Giants coming up. Save, right-handed hitter this time instead of a lefty. For the first time we're getting one out of the bunting competition. No sacrifice hits this season for Save. He backs off on the first one. He's hitting .224 on the year. Bunts this one up the first base line and not enough juice to get a point. Second attempt. This one's down the first base line with a little bit too much this time. Bunted up the first base line. This one's onto the target. Will it stop? It will stop with 2 points. Nick Save. Another bunt attempt. That one won't quite get to the target. 2 points through 4 attempts so far. Gets that one onto the grass, but not far enough. Again, hitting .224, 22 for 98 with 9 home runs. Maybe he should be in the home run contest. Offers and misses. It's got to be made contact for it to be an attempt. 2 points. Still got a few more attempts. This one trying to get to the target and not quite. It's touching it. It'll give him a point. Got 3 points. Bunts one foul. One more shot for Nick Save. And that one's too much into the middle of the diamond, so 3 points for Nick Save of the Fort McMurray Giants. We'll move over to the Regina Red Sox and Justin Simard coming up next. Come on in, Ian. Ian Wilson, the media coordinator for the Western Canadian Baseball League, is joining me. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Les?
I'm good. Let's get that a little tighter to you.
No problem.
Thoughts on this bunt competition? Something new and different for the Western Canadian Baseball League.
I am a huge baseball nerd, so I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I love the geekiness of it, and it's just appreciating an underappreciated piece of small ball. So I'm all for it.
Yeah, the days of Billy Martin and small ball with the Oakland A's and back in the 60s and 70s when it was such an important ability to be able to square and bunt the ball and get a runner from first into scoring position with nobody out or even with one out is gone.
I think we're seeing how difficult it is to do this still.
Yeah, I would have thought here's a guy, Justin Simard, who bats leadoff a lot of time for Regina. Speedy guy. You'd think he'd be able to make a bunt happen, but well, this went up the first baseline, got a little too much. Oh!
Some interference there.
Some interference, and Simard just got himself a bonus.
Look to
The ball kids are excited. They want to help out. That one kind of got in the way. It might have helped Simard win this whole thing for all we know. Just your thoughts on being here in Saskatoon for the All-Star Weekend, Ian?
Oh, I love it. You know, last time I was here was 2 years ago, so you didn't have all the purple seats behind home plate, and it's just great. Great ballpark, great fans here, and you guys just put on a great show. So
Yeah.
thrilled to be here.
Now, tell me about the season. Your thoughts on how things have gone through the first 2/3, almost 3/4 of a season for every team.
I feel like we're hitting our stride. That first month of June was pretty rainy everywhere. A lot of postponements and double headers coming up. But I think, as we see today, the sun comes out, and where would you rather be than at a WCBL ballpark?
No, for sure. What has been the most impressive thing about the season so far, either from a team standpoint or from an individual standpoint?
Well, individually, one of the competitors in this event, Thomas Soto, currently has 39 stolen bases.
Yes.
The single season record is 42, so he should break that record right when we come out of the All-Star break here. So I'm very impressed with what he's been able to do. Team-wise, I feel like there's about 4 or 5 teams that are just right in the hunt and look like true competitors, whether that's your hometown Saskatoon Berries, Okotoks Dogs. Oh, that was a good. That was
Going to hang in the 2.
Yeah. Sylvan Lake Gulls look good. Lethbridge Bulls and Moose Jaw Miller Express are riding a 10 or 11 game win streak. So, we're going to come out of this All-Star break, and it's really the home stretch. It's almost playoff mode right away. It's the best time of year.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Received, as is Dan Kawanishi, I believe, with the Energy City Cactus Rats, who's bunting and seems to have found a little bit of a.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there he goes. He's got a 2-pointer there.
And he was a last-minute addition as well, which is maybe they knew something about his bunting game.
Maybe they did. I didn't even have a chance to look at the stats for him. In fact, I probably should. But Kawanishi, everybody with the exception of Soto that was originally entered into this competition, didn't have a sacrifice hit, and Kawanishi doesn't have one either. So
it's a hard stat to get good intel on, isn't it?
Well, I was going to say, yeah, you can't handicap this really. You're going to get totally surprised by somebody, and here it is, Kawanishi with another 2 points. So he may very well be in the lead. I haven't been able to keep track here because this is moving along rather rapidly, which is a good thing.
It is. I'll have to check the broadcast later and just really savor it. It's flying by.
Absolutely. As far as you're concerned, what's been the highlight for you personally with regards to the 2026 season?
I did have a chance to visit opening weekend, Cardiff, Saskatchewan, home of Carter Beck.
Yes.
And, obviously we just saw him get drafted in the first round. And just getting to meet his father, his teammates from the Berries, and just being able to be there was great. You get to see grassroots baseball. And, so, that was a great way to start off the season. And I just get excited about this weekend, the All-Star events, just getting to see everyone together and show off what they can do. And like I said, it's just pretty much into playoff mode right after that.
Absolutely.
It's that anticipation that's good, too.
Ian, good to have you alongside. Thank you very much for joining, and have a good rest of the season. And also keep in mind, let's keep in mind, you're a contributor along with Joel McFarland on the Dugout Stories. Tell folks a little bit more about that. I meant to mention that to you earlier.
Yeah, no, we're the co-founders of Alberta Dugout Stories and Saskatchewan
Yes.
Dugout Stories. And we just love telling stories about baseball. You can find us, we've got websites for both, and we're on the socials, so just check us out if you like good baseball stories.
Absolutely. Now, what's the most recent one you've done that you're really proud of?
Well, actually, it was the previews for this event. So the Derby participants, as well as the bunt competitors, did previews on that. And like I said, you're kind of relying on your writing skills there, because there's not a lot of intel to dip into with the bunting competition. So.
Well, here's Soto. He just got one onto the 2, and I think that's his second attempt. So here's the guy I think we have to watch. Stick around for this because he's bunting up the pole bunt.
Oh, I think this is Swift.
And this is
Swift.
Oh, this is Swift's guy. This is Lucas Geisler, not Soto.
Right. Yeah.
You're right. It is. It's that orange jersey. 4 points already for Geisler, who's actually had himself a pretty good offensive year. Let's get the info on Lucas Geisler here. Not quite getting there. No sooner did we.
So hard to get that perfect touch, isn't it?
No sooner did we give him pumping his tires, and here he is having trouble getting it onto the target. That one skittered away.
That was cruel. That was really cruel.
He didn't read the contour of the green. This one's got a little bit too much juice on it. He had 4 points early, did Lucas Geisler, who's hitting .252 with a home run and 18 runs batted in for the 57s. And this one's going to spin foul, hit the edge of the grass and took off.
It does seem like if someone lands a 6 spot, that could do
Oh,
it.
that would be it, I would think.
Yeah.
This one's more towards the middle of the field, so that won't work. Attempts are almost done for Lucas Geisler. This one is, got on and then rolled off. He's done. He had 4 points for Lucas Geisler.
He found a nasty patch of grass out there.
Did
that
he ever?
not help him?
I agree, absolutely. Next up will be Jack Wheatley of the Lethbridge Bulls. Ian, if you have to get away, I know you need to be down there.
I do need to interview the winner after this, so I am going to part ways with you. But thank you so much
Not
for
a problem,
everything
Ian.
you do.
Thank you very much.
I love watching you from afar, and just keep up the great work.
Well, I
Thank you.
appreciate that. We're having a lot of fun. Baseball is my number one love, even though I've been doing hockey for 40 years. But this is where it's at as far as I'm concerned. So being out here in the summertime is just outstanding stuff.
Take care.
All right. You too, Ian. Take care. Ian Wilson is the media coordinator. I like to call him the director of communications for the Western Canadian Baseball League, joining us here on our broadcast of the bunt competition. And we'll have more of the bunt competition and more of All-Star Weekend coming your way shortly as you're watching All-Star Weekend on FloCollege.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Back at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field, we're in the midst of the bunt competition to start the opening day of All-Star Weekend. And it is a hot, sunny day. This is a good place actually to be, is up in our broadcast location, as I'm joined by Saskatoon Berries pitcher, Dallin Rood. Dallin, lean in, or else maybe just grab this and
there we go. I'll hold
put
on
it
to that.
put it in your hand like that,
There we
and that
go.
way you're tight to the mouth. What do you think here so far? Your
This is
first
pretty
All-Star
cool.
competition.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm loving this. I mean, it sure is hot. I was sweating out there. Glad to be up here.
I was going to say, I mean, the guys are sitting around out there and just baking out there. But I think you'd rather have this than the opposite, which would be rain and not being able to even play or do anything.
Yeah. Very thankful, of course. This is awesome. I mean, the experience and everything here, all the fans showing up, and yeah, can't wait to see what else is in store.
Now, how cool is it to also meet guys from the other teams around the league, the other All-Stars?
I mean, it's totally unique, right? I mean, we don't interact with each other all that much during the season. It's game. But I mean, meeting the guys and just talking to them around the field here has been pretty cool.
Yeah. So who have you already gotten tight with? The other team's pitchers or that sort of thing? Or do you find yourself wanting to talk to the hitters in order to maybe see if you can get an advantage when you face them finally?
Well, I haven't talked to anybody like in specific weather position as much, but I mean, I've talked to a few of the East guys just about their standings and how their season's going and how they're feeling. So
You ever seen a bunt competition before?
I've never really heard of it. All of a sudden, I was talking to some of the other guys, and they were saying it's like a Japanese thing or something like that. They do in their All-Stars comp, so I thought it was pretty unique.
It is unique, no doubt about that. This is kind of a day of relaxation for you pitchers. Really, this is not a day about pitching at all. This is all about guys like Thomas Soto, who you're glad you're probably not facing him just right now. I mean, he's tough to get out at the best of times, but just the fact that, this is a day for hitters and for bunters and home run hitters, that sort of thing. Different. This is a relaxing day.
I know, it really is a relaxing day. I was actually joking. Maybe we should have like a hacky sack competition or something for us pitchers.
And would you win?
Oh, totally.
Totally? Okay.
I'm pretty good here.
I thought maybe get out there and get the radar gun out and let's see who can throw the hardest fastball or something like that. Except I don't think any college coach would be all that terribly in favor of that.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe left arm.
or your opposite arm. Yeah, exactly.
Opposite arm, yeah.
All right. Well, I know you're hoping to be able to get into the game tomorrow. It should be fun. The team, by the way, doing really well again, 28-12, a couple of big wins in Medicine Hat, and then you've got the big road trip coming up next week where you play the 3 teams in the West Division on the road that you have yet to play against this season. What's that going to be like?
I mean, it should be really fun. I mean, it's always pretty fun being on the road, staying with the fellas, just day after day, enjoying it, playing new teams, seeing new fields. So
who's your roommate on the road, and who are you? Who's the jokester on the team that you're going to have a lot of fun with listening to on the bus?
On the bus, it's got to be Nick Stinson. He's a prankster, man. I love him.
Good stuff. Dallin, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
You give me that, and all the best to you, and congratulations on being an All-Star.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Dallin Rood of the Saskatoon Berries joining me here on our FloCollege broadcast of the All-Star Weekend festivities as we are continuing on with the bunting competition. And up now, I believe, is from the Sylvan Lake Gulls, and it is Maddox Shaver, who's bunted one up the third base line but has a little bit too much juice on it, and it is going to go a little bit too long. But we're going to take another time out here and come back with the ending of the bunt competition as you're watching All-Star Weekend on FloCollege. We're back. Giles Salinas of the hometown Saskatoon Berries, 2 attempts, 1 2-pointer. This one looks pretty good as well. It's onto the 4. It's going to be a 4-point bunt. Giles Salinas, 3 attempts, 6 points. The leader at 8 is Dan Kawanishi of the Cactus City Energy Rats. This one is going to sit in the 2. So it's even, and now Salinas bunts this one. He's going to become the leader right now. He's got a 4. Salinas is the leader of this bunt competition with 12 points, and there's only 2 guys left to come. This one is on to the target and rolls off. He's got 4 attempts left. Bunting the pull bunt towards third base. This one will not quite get there. Well, he gets a point. It just got onto the target. He's got 3 bunt attempts left as Giles Salinas of the Saskatoon Berries. Up the chalk line, past the 6, past the 4. It is going to roll foul. Going to be tough to get that 6. This one is not going to make it. He's got 1 left to go. And this one is up the third base line, and it is going to stay foul. But what an effort by the new leader in the clubhouse, Giles Salinas of the Saskatoon Berries with 13 points. Gates of the Okotoks Dogs and Nate King of the Medicine Hat Mavericks have yet to have their attempts, as we've done 10 of the 12 bunting competition competitors. And for the Okotoks Dogs, it'll be Cal Gates. Again, this competition is so difficult to handicap because outside of Thomas Soto in the regular season, nobody had a point in or had a sacrifice hit. But here you are with sacrifice points of the bunting competition. Salinas in first, and Dan Calvanishi of the Energy City Cactus Rats in second. Cal Gates coming up now. Gates is a .429 hitter this season for Okotoks. 2 home runs, 23 runs batted in, no sacrifice hits. He's a left-handed hitter. First attempt goes a little bit towards the middle of the field. So is this one to the middle of the field. Got to get it more up the baseline. This one, just a little bit too much juice on it, Cal. This one, a little bit better, but it's onto the target and will roll off the end. Gates, 5th attempt, not towards the foul line enough. Still looking for his first points. This one comes up short. This one sent up the line. This one has the juice to get on. Yes, he gets a point. 3 attempts left for Cal Gates. This one down the line, and it'll roll foul. More towards the middle of the field again. That won't count. Last one for Cal Gates. This one is onto the target. It'll roll in towards the middle and take him a point. That is 2 points total for Cal Gates of the Okotoks Dogs. And the last competitor of the competition will be Nate King of the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Again, no sacrifice hits this season for Nate King. But we can tell you more about Nate King. He's hitting .326. He's a right-handed hitter. No home runs. And 11 RBI for Nick King. Fouls one off. He's got a point already. This one's fouled off. Trying to get it down the third baseline. This one's rolling. Gets onto the target and gets a point. 6 attempts left for King. This one's popped up and foul. Halfway through. Now this one's got a little bit too much mustard on it. Just 1 point. A little bit better. Let's see how this one goes. It's maybe going to go off the end. 3 attempts left for Nate King. He needs a 6. That one's going foul. And pop foul, and Giles Salinas has won himself the bunt competition from the Saskatoon Berries. This last attempt will get to the target, and it'll be a point. Nate King with 3 points. So now, well, no, it's not done. We get the top 4 scorers go into the finals. What I'm not sure of is, does their totals get carried over? It says here for the final round, tiebreakers. And then each finalist will get 10 bunts attempts before moving to the next contestant. If a tiebreaker is needed, it is a single attempt off until a champion is crowned. So it should be 4 finalists. Let's see what we get here with round 2. Pretty sure it's the top 4 get in. Salinas with the lead with 13 points. Dan Calvanishi of Energy City with 8. Guess they're going to be the 2 finalists, not 4, 2 finalists. So Dan Calvanishi is the first finalist attempt. He's bunting, left-hand hitter. Up the third base line. It is going to roll off. Second attempt. It's towards the middle of the diamond and won't get onto the target, so 0 points for him. This one doesn't have the juice. Kind of popped it up a little bit. He lets that one go. Does Dan Kawanishi. This one now sent onto the target, rolling, and off. 0 for 4. Now this one towards the target. It'll get on and get a point on his 5th attempt. This one, does it have the juice to get there? Does it? No, just short. This one got the juice. He's got on, and now into the 2. 2 points for Dan Kawanishi. He's from Stockerau, Austria. Speaks 3 languages. Does Dan? They look for a little extra English on this one. Now, stop. It is going a little bit too far. It'll be 2 points only when it would look like it might have been a 4-pointer. But he's got 5 points now in 8 attempts. 2 more chances left for Dan Kawanishi. This one towards it, not going to get there. 5 points. Kawanishi at Arizona Western College the last 2 years. Last attempt. Rolling. It is onto the target. It is into the 2, and it'll stop there for a 2. 7 points for Dan Kawanishi. 15 in total out of 2 rounds, but I believe you're still the best of this last round. The previous points don't count. But here comes Guile Salinas, and in fact it is going to be Salinas is going to have to do better than 7 in order to win the competition. That 13 does not help him from the first round. Salinas from Quintahara, Mexico. Rogers, Arkansas. Lets the first couple go. Right-handed hitter. He's going to send it down the third base line. This one is on to the target and is going to roll and get 2 points. It's on the line, doesn't get the 4. If it's on the line, you get the lower denomination. This one, good look, but it's going to roll and go off. 2 points in 2 attempts for Salinas. This one is in the baseline. It is going to roll foul. 2 points in 3 attempts. Salinas again. This one, does it have the juice to get there? No. Oh, it does. 1 point. 3 points in 4 attempts. This one gets the foul line and goes wide. Salinas, 5 more attempts to go to try and win the competition. He needs 8 points. He's got 3. This one hits the edge of the grass and spins foul. This one again hits the grass and goes foul. The grass is raised up from the skin, and so you hit that, it's going to take it foul. This one is going to go foul. 3 points, 2 attempts left for Salinas. He needs a big one. This one rolling, is onto the target. It's good for 4. And we have a tie with 1 attempt left. Salinas gets this last one on the target. He wins. If not, it's a playoff. Last attempt. It's onto the grass. It's onto the target. It will stop. 2 points for Guile Salinas, the winner of the bunt competition for the first time ever in the Western Canadian Baseball League during All-Star Weekend. Congratulations, Guile Salinas, winner of the bunt competition. We hope to have a chance to speak with Guile in a little bit here on our FloCollege broadcast. Still to come, the junior home run competition and the regular home run competition, as pictures being taken at home plate. And I believe that is an actual award being given out for the bunt champion. That bat. That's a pretty snazzy looking bat for the champion. Pink barrel, green handle. So Giles Salinas of the Saskatoon Berries wins the bunt competition. Salinas is having himself a heck of a year for the Saskatoon Berries. He, again, did not have a sacrifice hit, so to see him bunting the ball down, and he was actually in conversation with him after the last Berries game at home on Wednesday when they lost in 10 innings to the Lethbridge Bulls, talking with him, and he's saying, yeah, we just hope to be able to get the ball down bunted. I don't know, but he showed that he's quite proficient at it, and might give head coach Joe Carnahan some reason to want to actually utilize that at some point in time. In the need of getting a run in, you don't have to swing away, although it's pretty tough when you consider that Salinas is hitting .400 right on the button so far this year. He has 62 hits and 155 at-bats, 2 home runs, 39 runs batted in, 12 doubles, and a triple for Giles Salinas, who's having himself a heck of a season on behalf of the Saskatoon Berries. Again, we'll have Salinas joining us here in a few moments' time as we await the next competition to get started here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. Junior Home Run Derby will come up in a little bit. Of course, the main Home Run Derby in a little bit as well. Salinas out of Frontier Community College. We'll also have a special guest coming up from the city that is going to be named the host for next year's All-Star festivities, All-Star Weekend. That announcement will be made here at the ballpark very soon, and then that person will come and join us as well for a few moments' time. But now the idea is to get things changed around, get the bunt competition targets off, get the pitching net out, protect the pitchers from getting smacked with balls that are being hit back by the junior home run competitors. And again, there's 10 of them from local teams, local 13 and under teams are going to be involved in the junior home run competition. The young men are Aiden Hornseth, Casey Kerpen, both from the River Pirates, Lucas Marcoux, Will Mazzai from the Cannons, Lucas Holowaychuk and J.J. Bassett from Sturgeon, Nolan Liberté and Hudson Romanishin from the Bulls, Luke Anderson and Jensen West from the Dust Devils, and Boston Robert from the Pelicans. So there's actually 11 junior home run derby contenders coming up here in a little bit. As folks here, a decent-sized crowd at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. I think a lot of people weren't sure what they were going to expect to get here with this day. You hear bunt competition, you hear junior home run derby, home run derby. It's not an actual game. Your Saskatoon Berries here are not in action today, but there are 5 players who are here. And they all came out, the fans that are here, certainly let them know how popular Giles Salinas is as he wins the bunt competition. So we have a little bit of downtime here while we await some guests to come up and join us, and as well get going with the junior home run derby still to come. Okay, here we go. All right. That's what you're speaking into. Giles Salinas, the winner of the bunt competition from the Saskatoon Berries, doing it here in front of home fans. Tell me about this. This is fun. Is that an actual trophy? This is what you win? Isn't that something, eh?
It's awesome, man.
It's fabulous stuff. I'm sure we saw that on our feed. We were talking the other day about this. You were going to compete in the bunt competition. You said, "I just hope to get the ball down." You did better than that. Just that. Come on. I think you were hiding out on me a little bit. The fact of how good a bunter you are.
I wish.
Tell me, what was that like? Obviously, the ability to get the ball down. You were behind. You had to get a couple of big ones. You were able to get a big one in that second round. Tell me about that.
Man, it was awesome, man. At first, it was awesome. I was pretty nervous at first, but then after the first few bunts, I started to get the hang of it and sort of knew where to place it and where to aim, and it all worked out, thankfully.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching the grass here along the baselines is something that if you hit it, it's going to kick the ball foul. You almost have to start bunting it onto the grass and hope for the best, and maybe it'll make its way towards the foul line. How difficult was that to do? I mean, you decided to go towards third base, the pull side, rather than push it the other way towards first. Why?
I sort of know the field a little bit, but I was just going to choose one side, stick to my plan, and just go with it, full throttle to it, and it so happened to work out.
Yeah, it absolutely worked out. Is there something that's a key to being able to figure out, okay, there's only so much distance, I can't put it too far, I have to make sure it has to get to that little area, not too light either?
Yeah, the first guy that went bunting actually told me his strategy, and it was working for him, so I went out there and tried it. He just said, try to bunt it at the front of the grass, where the grass starts, and that's what I did, and it worked.
It worked. Now, I mean, how much fun is this, though, getting together with all the guys from around the Western Canadian Baseball League?
It's really awesome. We get to interact with everybody from all the WCBL, who are great players, by the way, and get to interact with them and see where they're from, what they're about, and thankfully we get to play with them tomorrow, and hopefully we get a win.
Did you know anybody on some of those other teams before this that maybe you've been able to catch up with again?
I did not know, not personally, but I knew a few of the guys from the games. Like, we'll talk. Like, if somebody has a good swing, we'll be like, hey, good swing, man, and stuff like that. Just normal baseball talk, like where people are going to college and stuff like that, which is really great.
What's it like here with the fans? I mean, it's not a full park today. It's going to be tomorrow, but it's just nice to see folks come out and support this on a hot day.
Yeah, it shows you the Jam fam. It shows you how much support they have, and they're just truly loyal. Like, when it comes to our games and it's raining and stuff like that, we think nobody's going to be here, but yet alone, they're all here.
88 degrees it is right now. The wind is like 15 miles per hour. Is it okay out there? Is it too hot and just right, or how would you say?
I would say it's perfect baseball weather. I'd say it's perfect baseball weather.
Absolutely. Guile, congratulations on being the first ever WCBL bunt competition champ.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor.
Good stuff. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Giles Salinas of the Saskatoon Berries joining me here on our FloCollege telecast of today's All-Star Weekend festivities, day one of the two. We've still got a special guest coming from one of the teams that is going to be involved in the All-Star Weekend next season in 2027. They've been awarded it. We'll talk with them in a moment as you're watching All-Star Weekend coverage here on FloCollege.
Can you bring them onto the field towards home plate? Like basically where the
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage, Try 4 weeks
Welcome
free.
back to
Details at
our
accessstorage.ca.
All-Star Weekend coverage on FloCollege of festivities going on today. Okay, we got one more commercial. Sorry. All right, we're back here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field in Saskatoon. Our FloCollege coverage
For more than
of
25
2026
years,
All-Star Weekend festivities. For the first time ever, the WCBL has got a 2-day affair going on. Today it's competitions that you don't normally see and some that you have seen in the past. The bunt competition just having been completed is something that's foreign to North America, but it's certainly something that is known in Asia, especially in Japan. We've got a junior home run derby still to come, and of course the main WCBL home run derby being done today. Tomorrow will be the game itself. And in 2027, this event will be held in Sylvan Lake, Alberta, as I'm joined by Akil Samuel, who is the president of the Sylvan Lake 2027. Discuss Sylvan Lake 2027 All-Star Weekend. Akil, welcome to Saskatoon. I don't know if you've been here before, but I know congratulations are in order on getting that winning bid.
Thanks so much, Les. I've never been in the stadium before. I've definitely been to Saskatoon before. This is great. It's exciting to see what's happening here, and worked with Hilty and the rest of the management team over the years and got to know these guys really well. So just to see what you guys got going out here, we've heard so much about it. It's just what a great place to be.
How many folks did you bring along with you from your organization to take this all in and say, okay, they're going to set the bar. We want to go next year and raise it in Sylvan Lake?
We've got 7 people here, all taking notes and instructed to take notes and observe things and ask questions. So, we know how Saskatoon does things well here, and we want to, like you say, make sure we at least match it. So.
What led you to want to host this thing next year in 2027?
Yeah, we've been in the league now. This will be our 6th season. Next year will be 7, and we built a stadium from scratch. So we didn't want to jump into the project until we had something that we'd be proud to show off to the rest of Western Canada and the rest of this league. So, Saskatoon taking the leap this year. I know they're a little bit newer than we are. But we felt the timing was right. We've got a great fan base in Sylvan Lake that's really excited for this announcement. So.
I like the term leap, because really this was basically an Okotoks thing. Siemens Stadium had been hosting it. They've had a one-day affair. The league kind of liked to keep it within one day. You almost had to convince some people that, hey, let's make it a real break and let's have some fun with this, and let's get the kids together and let everybody have some fun.
Yeah, it's got to be a celebration of our game and our league, and talking with the crew here in Saskatoon, I know they're going to do a good job with this over the next day and a half here. So and we want to match that energy, right? We want to we're doing a 2-day event as well. We want to make sure that we match this kind of energy. Just walking into the stadium and the music's blaring and we got kids out there and stuff, that's great. So
you mentioned that you built the stadium from scratch in Sylvan Lake. How big? How many seats could you have?
I actually have 1,205 physical seats. We averaged 1,611 last year with our berms and standing room. We've sold out every game for our first 6 years in existence, so it's the demand is there, and our market has been asking me about this All-Star game for the last 3 or 4 years. When are we going to get it? When are we going to get it? So and we've been sitting on the secret for a few months here. We weren't allowed to announce until today, so we have a whole plan of announcement plan going out today, and our fans are going to be ecstatic to hear this.
Now, for the uneducated, such as myself, where exactly is Sylvan Lake, Alberta?
So Sylvan Lake, Alberta is central Alberta. It's Red Deer is halfway between Edmonton and Calgary. Yep. We're 15 minutes straight west of Red Deer.
I think I've gone through it on the way out west. There's a pretty darn good golf course just to the west of Red Deer that I've been to in the past, and I can't remember the town name, obviously, but there's a beautiful area there.
There's
it's Lake Country.
Great golf courses.
Yeah.
If you come out, I promise I'll take you. For sure, so.
All right, that's good stuff. Oh yeah, see, my wife wants to come now too. She likes the lake idea.
Excellent.
I'm there for the golf course part of things.
Yeah, no, and we've got a combination of both. We've got a pretty cool thing going there with Sylvan Lake's a resort town. We get 1.5 million visitors a year. 15,000 people, plus the city of Red Deer is 120,000 people. So it's a good small town atmosphere and a fun place to be.
And one of the reasons why you get 1,600 people sold out every game is because you got a pretty darn good team, too. Last year you made it to the final. This year you're in a battle with Okotoks for first place in the West Division, and you'd like to be able to, finish the job and get that championship, obviously.
100%. We last year we were so close. It took a few months to get over that one for sure. We were right there, but I got faith in our baseball operations team. They're going to get us one here soon. But yeah, we battle with Okotoks, Lethbridge, East City, and Fort Mac and Brooks in the West. But excited to see what's happening in the East with the Berries joining us. I think you guys are on your 5th year now, or third year. Oh my goodness, yeah, 3rd year. So it's the East is strong. That Regina team last year was a buzzsaw. In the playoffs for sure, and yeah, it was great. It was a great series.
Okay, just before I let you go, I'm always one of these guys. I'm an old radio reporter. I've been around forever, and I always like to see if there's a scoop that I can get. Now, looking ahead to next year, Akil, I mean, you see bunt competition, home run derby, junior home run derby. Anything special that you guys are looking at in Sylvan Lake to say this is going to be unique and set us apart from anything that's been done in the league before with All-Star Weekend?
Here's the release of the scoop right here. We're going to go with a Team USA versus Team International concept.
Wow.
Right? So instead of an East and a West, we're going to figure out a way for these teams to send us, if it's 6 per team, it would be 3 American guys and 3
international.
Yep. International, so yeah, we're going to try that.
Interesting.
We're going to try that next year for a concept.
I
So
love
it.
it.
should be good. Yeah.
That's great. Akil, thank you so much. I appreciate the time. Again, congratulations to you, Sylvan Lake Gulls, getting the opportunity to host this event next year.
We appreciate that, Les, and good luck to Saskatoon. Like I said, just very excited to be in Saskatoon for a couple nights here. It's going to be fun. So.
Outstanding. All right. Akil Samuel, the president of the Sylvan Lake Gulls, joining me here on our FloCollege weekend telecast. And we're going to move away for a moment and come back. We also have that junior home run derby coming up momentarily. But for now, you are watching the All-Star Weekend competitions here on FloCollege. We're moments away from the start of the Junior Home Run Derby here at the Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field on a Saturday, a scorching Saturday, I might add. 31 degrees Celsius, south breeze, 25 kilometers per hour. The bunt competition is done. Giles Salinas of the host Saskatoon Berries is the winner. And we've got 11, 13 and under kids about to get started in the Junior Home Run Derby here at Next Gen Patch. Quickly, it's one round. 12 swings, the head-to-head final between the top 2 players, 12 swings each for the final round. That'll be coming up here momentarily. We'll go through the competitors in a bit, but right now, happy to have with me from Relco Radio in Saskatoon, Scott Roblin, who's been a busy boy here this past weekend, talking and getting the behind-the-scenes stuff I see with regards to this event. What have you found out that's been interesting, the most interesting thing about putting this event together behind the scenes with the Berries?
I think it's a couple of things. I think one of the biggest things is with the bunt competition that just happened was the Berries trying it out earlier this week.
Yes.
And all having trouble with it. It's been a lot harder than they thought. Of course, course, Gail Salinas ends up winning it here in front of the hometown fans. Talking with Steve Hildebrand, the president of the Berries, he said the biggest thing that they've been working on this week has been transportation. Just getting the players, the coaches, support from all the different markets around the WCBL here into Saskatoon, and then also getting them back on time for the season to get going again on Monday. So those type of things have been really interesting to see over the past week of being able to execute this week as a whole.
And then to complicate that aspect, we had a situation here in the west end of Saskatoon just before, about an hour before game time, where a lot of the streets were closed off because we had an incident going on, and the police were involved, and so there was all kinds of blockages. So the bus, actually, I think one of the team buses had to be turned around and go elsewhere in order to get here. But everybody's here. Everybody's made it. It's a lot of fun, and the fans who are here are enjoying it as well. And maybe not surprising that this is something that the Saskatoon Entertainment Group and the Berries have put together, because they do like to push the envelope, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. This whole weekend is a showcase not only of the WCBL, but for the host city and the host community here in Saskatoon. And since coming into the WCBL, the Berries have been right up there for second place in the league in attendance, only to the Okotoks Dogs. They've had a lot of regular season success, still looking to get a bit of that playoff success and reach their first championship series. But it has really become a success story in the WCBL since they've come back from the old Saskatoon Yellow Jackets days. And I think that's been rewarded. And you saw it as well with Kevin Kavami announcing that Sylvan Lake is going to be hosting in 2027. That's been another expansion franchise that has seen a large amount of success over in the West Division.
And I think this is the thing about it, is it's these expansion franchises, as Akil Samuel said, Saskatoon taking the leap of trying to make this into more than just a one-day affair being hosted by Okotoks, because they've got the 5,000-seat stadium, Siemens Stadium in Okotoks, every year. No, let's take it somewhere else. The expansion teams, the newer teams, are saying, hey, we want to be involved. We want to show that this should be more of a celebration of the league itself, not just a one-day thing.
And I think you've seen that in the expansion of a two-day event, where the league feels they can put on a quality event over an entire weekend rather than just one day. And I think the way the league has been legitimatized in the past week, Carter Beck going 27 overall to the Atlanta Braves, Nathan Flowelling, MVP of the Futures game in Major League Baseball, former Sylvan Lake Hole. You had Tristan Peters hit for the cycle in Major League Baseball. These are all players who have played here in the Western Canadian Baseball League, and you're starting to see this kind of expansion not only into the different communities, but also for these players seeing that there is a path to reach these high milestones and milestone goals starting here in Alberta and Saskatchewan.
Now, you're familiar not just with this market, but you're also familiar with Medicine Hat. You worked in TV at Medicine Hat with Chat TV a few years back. Tell me about what that type of community has, and what the Mavericks mean to that community and around that area.
Yeah, it's huge. And I even look back, I covered that team for about 6 years, and there was a good chunk of when COVID happened that the team didn't hit the field for 2.5 seasons because obviously the league shut down, and then when it came back, they needed significant renovations to the park and decided to punt it down another year. So there was felt like a real loss in the community without the Mavericks for over 2 seasons. And when they came back, you saw the fans come out, you saw that engagement. It's one of the nicest views of any WCBL park, of looking at the riverbanks and the history that they've had and the championships they've had. I'm also from Okotoks, and my parents growing up had season tickets to the Okotoks Dogs. I've seen what's happened in that community when they moved from Calgary to Okotoks. This league has seen such transformational change, and I think those teams are a reflection of their own communities. The Berries are a very different team than the Mavs, just as the Mavs are a very different team than Okotoks. But all of them were able to tap into that community atmosphere, and I think that's what makes this league excellent.
Now, what I think has helped the Berries out big time is the fact that there hadn't been a team at this level since 2013, before they came back into being in 2024. This community was starved, I think, essentially for this level of baseball, to be able to see this quality of baseball that they have now here.
Well, and especially when you look at the level of facilities that are in the city here, not only at the Gordie Howe Sports Complex with the amount of diamonds, the indoor training facilities, and the passion for baseball here in the community. I mean, you look at any U18 AAA game, there is significant interest. And the fact there wasn't a summer collegiate team in the city here for a decade, I think was a real shame. And I knew that was a lot of the questions when the Berries came in, is it just going to be a retread of what happened in past years? But not only has the organization risen to the stage where they can host an all-star weekend, the community has turned out. And I think that's a big credit to Saskatoon's baseball community, that they themselves have pumped in financial dollars, weekends with friends and family here at the ballpark, and making this sustainable.
What about today was the most interesting thing that you were looking forward to? What was it? The bunt competition? Was it the home run derby? Is it the junior home run derby? I think we've had a youngster hit one out already.
Yeah, I think the bunt competition, I was like, we'll see how this goes, because not only is this new here at Cairns Field, this is new across the WCBL. Steve Hildebrand and his group brought this over from the Japanese league and its success. And seeing how the players adapted. I mean, you looked at Maverick from the Brooks Bombers. He was the first one out, and almost made it to the finals.
Yes.
So, everybody was kind of taking bits and pieces. Talking with Gail Salinas right after he won, he said that you kind of have to watch those guys and see how the ball's rolling, so that when it's your time, you can kind of judge the field. So that I was really interested in. Home Run Derby, I think, is going to be awesome, just because I have viewed them in past years. I've seen All-Star games in Okotoks. That is what gets the fans going here, and I'm really excited, especially on a day where you might see not a ton of wind. We're going to see how this ball carries.
Well, the ball, actually, we've got a south wind at 22 kilometers an hour right now. That's pretty decent. If you're a right-hand pull hitter, Ethan Murdoch, you're rubbing your hands together in anticipation that you might be able to hit a few out. It is a spacious ballpark, though. It isn't easy to get balls out of here, is it?
No, it's not, and we saw that especially at the beginning of the season here. I think a lot of hitters on the Berries were just trying to figure out the dimensions of the field, the newcomers to the team. You've been seeing a lot more home runs in this ballpark over the last 3 or 4 weeks or so, but I think it's going to be a feeling out process. That's where Ethan Murdoch, I think, has a huge advantage, because he knows how the ball carries in this facility, and like you said, being able to hit it out to left center.
All right, Scott, I appreciate you joining me here for a few minutes and some insight as to what's been going on. Continued success for yourself, and look forward to chatting with you more, because you and I see each other a lot.
We see each other a lot. Have a blast with the home run derby. Let's call some dingers.
I absolutely hope to. Absolutely. All right. Scott Roblin from Ralco Radio joining me here on our All-Star Weekend coverage. And there's one that just left the field and got out there quite a ways, actually, off the bat, of Casey Kirpin from the River Pirates here in Saskatoon, 13 and unders. We're going to take a quick little time out here from our telecast and be back with more as you're watching All-Star Weekend coverage on FloCollege.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archive game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Back again at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. We are into the Junior Home Run Derby. Our third competitor, Lucas Marcoux of the Cannons here in Saskatoon, is at the plate. He's getting a little particular with his coach who's pitching to him. There's a ball that's going to be into the outfield but not over the fence. This one's hit in the air. Well hit. Left center field. Oh, caught. It might have gone. He got robbed. Ground ball. This one's hit foul. So again, the rules are 12 swings. How many home runs can you hit in the 12 swings? This one's high in the air in the infield. And a nice catch at the shortstop position. Lucas Marcoux is yet to Jack went out. Casey Kirpin from the River Pirates had 6 home runs. He is the leader. His River Pirates teammate Aiden Hornseth had 1. This one's hit down the third base line along the ground. This one's well tagged, left field, and it'll one hop. Oh, it one hopped underneath the fence. And this one is fouled down the third base line. Again, these youngsters are all 13 and under in the Pee Wee division. One swing left for Marcoux. Well hit, line drive, left field. It'll be short hop by an outfielder out there. But Marcoux apparently is done. So it'll be Will Mazie out of the Cannons, now the competitor. Kid starts shifting to right field. He must be a left-hander. Left-handed hitter coming up. Yes, he is. Let's see how he does. Again, 12 swings. Hot shot down the first base. He gets some elevation now. That's fouled out down the third base side. Again on the ground towards the first base side. He's taken 3 swings. This one's hit back up the middle, but on the ground. Oh, line drive, straightaway center and gone. Home run, Will Mazie on his 5th swing. And another one to straightaway center. He may have found the sweet spot. 2 out of 6. Line drive right at the second baseman. Take one inside. He's got 5 swings left. This one's well tagged, straightaway center and gone. 3 for 8 for Will Mazie. He's got a chance to catch Casey Kirpin. This one's on the ground. Pretty much has to hit 3 home runs in a row, but he's not going to do it there. Still got a couple left to take. He's in second place, though, as it stands. This one's popped up in the air, high and deep, and out of here. 4 for 11. And a little on the high side. Didn't like that one. And it popped up in the infield, but Will Mazie gets 4 home runs in 12 swings, and he is in second place behind Casey Kirpin. Top 2 make it to the final. So now that'll bring up Lucas Holowachuk of Sturgeon. Holowachuk wearing a baby blue Sturgeon jersey. Again, these are 13 and unders. Right-hand hitter coming up. The shifts are on. Barry's mascot, Barry, going to jog his way over from right field. Maybe he should stay where he is. There's a one-hopper over the fence on his first swing. And another line drive into left field. 0 for 2. This one's tagged. This one's going to be almost over the fence. Here, it's off the fence. Off the fence here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field for his first home run. He did it on his 3rd swing. He's got a 4th swing that didn't result in a home run. He looks like more of a line drive hitter as that one hops the fence, which out there, this temporary fence. Well tagged again. Down the left field side. And this one is off the fence again on the fly. 2 for 6. This one is a little looper that's going to be caught in the infield. Lucas Holowachuk. 6 swings left. This is clobbered. Left center field. And that one is going to go off the fence, off of 3 bounces. A hot shot up to short. Unable to be grabbed. He's a 3 for 9. Line drive and over. 4 for 10 for Holowachuk. He's tied with Will Mazie, and he's moved into second place. 5 for 11. Can he tie Casey Kirpin? No, he fouls it off. So he had 6. Did Lucas Holowachuk. So he is tied with Casey Kirpin of the River Pirates for first place. And now Holowachuk's teammate from the Saskatoon Sturgeon, J.J. Bassett, coming up. He wears number 86. Right-handed hitter. This one's hit in the air, straightaway center field, off the snow fence. Not quite. Line shot right back off the screen, protecting the coach who's pitching. This one's a line drive into right field. Be a base hit, but not a home run. Popped up foul. And our cameraman, Dan, almost had to be careful there. This one's popped up in the infield. He has yet to have a home run in 5 swings. Little pop-up is caught. He's not here. Hopped up again and not going to be caught. JJ is still looking for an opportunity. Get one out of here. This one's hit the other way, short of the fence. And bounce back to the pitcher screen protecting. J.J. Bassett looking for that first long fly. On the ground, he's got 2 left to try and make it happen for himself. Get some encouragement from the crowd. Pop up into the right field. One more. Come on, J.J. Take it out of here. Get it up in that wind. On a line drive, and that'll be the end of him, but 0 for J.J. Bassett. Next up will be from the Bulls, Nolan Laliberte or Laliberty. So there's 6 out of the 11 have competed. And Casey Kirpin of the River Pirates and Lucas Holowachuk of the Sturgeon. Well, we have a little bit of a difference of opinion. Scorer says 6 home runs for both guys. One says 6 for one fella and 5 for the other. Regardless, they are the top 2 and right now would be in the final. But there's still 5 more competitors left to go in our junior home run derby. We'll hang in with you for a little bit and wait for that to get going once again here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. We still have the main home run derby to come, involving 12 people from the Western Canadian Baseball League. Those 12, David Simmons of Energy City, Chris Franks of Moose Jaw, supposed to be Callum Haney of Lethbridge, but he competed in the bunt competition. Ethan Murdoch of the Saskatoon Berries, Jordan Breen of Fort McMurray, Blake Dale of Medicine Hat, Owen Fernandez of Brooks, Brady Bai of Regina, Reese Schurman of Sylvan Lake, Rob Gurney of Weyburn, Jaden Lusk of Okotoks, and Keegan Noller of Swift Current. And here we go with the second half of the Nolan Laliberty will start off the second half of the Junior Home Run Derby. He is from the Saskatoon Bulls, and again, this is the Pee Wee division, or 13 and under. First swing fouled off. Little line drive to left field. It's gone. It's somebody out there trying to catch that, and luckily they didn't catch it. Fouled off by Nolan Laliberty. There's his fourth swing. 1 home run. Line drive. Didn't get over the fence. Whoa! Coach is trying to hit him. Throws behind him. Goodness gracious. There's a line drive into left. Not far enough. This one's well tagged. Left field and over and gone. Second home run for Nolan Laliberté. This one's popped up and won't make it. Will be caught by somebody at third base. This is well tagged. Straightaway center. That's a home run. That's 3 for 8, I believe. Well, we've got the kids hitting. There's another home run for Nolan Laliberty. Let's bring in Adam Cordy of the Saskatoon Berries, one of 2 new All-Stars added just earlier this week. Enjoying the day so far?
Yes, sir. It's been a great day so far. Gail won the bunt competition, and some of these kids got crazy pop.
I was going to say, the one kid, Holowachuk, hit 6 home runs. Goodness, he bounced them off the fence out there in left field.
I'm waiting till he hits again, seeing if he can get one over the actual wall.
Do you love the idea of this event? I mean, doesn't involve any of you guys that are players in the league, but it's a nice thing to be able to bring these kids in and get a chance to interact with them, because I know you guys do that all the time anyway.
Yeah, and it's a good way to show off some of the skill with the younger ages here in Saskatoon, and just showing how good some of these kids have gotten, and it's really good to watch.
Now, how many home runs did you hit in Munster back in your minor days when you were 13 and under?
Oh, I'd hit one every now and then. Munster usually have a bit shorter parks out there, so you're able to knock one out every now and then, even if you weren't very good at hitting.
Now, what position did you play when you were in the field?
I was a catcher, basically my whole life.
A catcher your whole life. Yeah. So the transition to pitching, how difficult is that?
It's not too bad, like you have a little shorter arm path when you're catching, but you need a good arm for catching, so transitioning to a pitcher wasn't too hard.
All right. Well, I remember the story I love to tell is when I was playing midget. It was 18 and under. Our catcher went on holidays. Tends to happen with kids. And I pitched all the time, but here I had to catch because the guy was away. So put the gear on, I wore glasses. So I went to rip the mask off for a pop-up straight over top, ripped the mask off. Off came my glasses, and I'm looking up, and where's the ball? There's about 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, yeah.
I just kind of went for the one in the middle and managed to make the catch, but it was terrible. It was an awful feeling. It's like, oh my God, what happens if I hit the wrong one and it knocks me in the head? I'll be Jose Canseco all over again. No, you don't want to do that. How much fun you having meeting guys from around the league?
It's really good. I've been in the league for this will be my 3rd year now, so a lot of familiar faces, especially on the east side. So it's good to catch up with some of the guys and kind of just hang out with them in a less competitive environment.
And this is a relaxing day for the pitchers. You guys really don't have anything to do. Bunting competitions about position players, home run derby, position players. Do you wish there was something for you guys to do?
Maybe like a accuracy throwing or something, but honestly I don't mind just hanging out and enjoying the day and enjoying the derby and the bunt comp. It's not a bad gig.
Is it too hot out there? I mean, this is nice up here, right?
Yeah, it's nice in AC in here, but it is real hot out there. Yeah.
But again, I think we've discussed in the past, when it's hot like this, it's easy to warm up. A game like tomorrow, it won't take you long to get ready to go when you're called upon.
Oh no, yeah, and it'll be nice warm day, and we'll only have an inning tomorrow, so we won't get too gassed. Hopefully, in that one inning. But yeah, it'll be nice. Hopefully, the weather holds for tomorrow and stays nice like this.
It is supposed to. Adam, thanks for joining me, and all the best to you as you move forward. Enjoy the rest of this weekend.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Adam Cordy of the Saskatoon Berries joining me here on our All-Star Weekend coverage of the WCBL All-Star Weekend as we get a fly ball down the left field side. Trying to figure out who this is. This is Luke Anderson of the Dust Devils, who just hit one a fairway. And a line drive to left field, and that's over the fence. 3 for 6 is the call for Luke Anderson so far. 2 competitors left after Luke. This one's tagged, trying to get over, and it is just over the fence. That's 4 and 8. Line drive towards second base. This is a left-handed hitter. 4 for 10. This will be 11, a pop-up down the... And this one is going to be the last swing, and that'll be it. He'll get 4 home runs for Luke Anderson. Nolan Ladliberty had 5, and Hudson Romanishin had 4. Both those fellas playing for the Saskatoon Bulls. But we got 2 competitors left. And I guess we've got a tie for second place then between Lucas Holowachuk and Nolan Laliberte, or Laliberte. And Casey Kirpin of the River Pirates is the leader. I will. All right, while we have a moment here before our final 2 Junior Home Run Derby competitors, let's take a timeout from our telecast here of the All-Star Weekend here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. You're watching the WCBL All-Star Weekend on FloCollege. All right, last competitor in the Junior Home Run Derby up now. That's Boston Robert, who hits his first pitch. Left field, doesn't have quite enough juice. Jensen West of the Dust Devils had 3 home runs. Right now we have Casey Kirpin of the River Pirates in front with 6 home runs out of 12 swings. Home run for Boston Robert, his first. Popped up to right field. That'll stay in the park, or inside the fencing that's used, the alternate fencing. Robert grounds one up to shortstop. Gets this one in the air, straight away center field, and out of here. 2 for 6 for Boston Robert. A little roller up the third base side. This one's hit right field, but it is not going to get to the fence. This one's tagged opposite field and gone. 3 for 9. Boston Robert going to try and get himself into a tie here. That one's to left field, just short of the mark. 3 for 10. And he has a fourth one in 11, so he's got one swing left for Boston Robert. And he'll foul it off and finish up with 4 home runs. So a good competitive junior home run derby. We have a leader with 6 and 2 guys tied with 5 each. As I'm joined by the vice president of the Saskatoon Entertainment Group in terms of business and sponsorships and all the rest of that good stuff. Business operations, I guess, would be the proper term. Tyler Warwick joining me. And Tyler, it's been a successful day so far, albeit a very warm one.
Yeah, it is. It's a scorcher, but you know what? We'll take this over rain, and, potentially cancellation, and we had a really tough weather, really tough month of June weather-wise. So we'll take the heat, although it's a scorcher for sure.
While you were out there with the bunting competition, was that your kids that were out there chasing after the balls?
That was my little guy that grabbed the live ball that was still in the target, and he feels off.
It's all right. Trying to do his job. Probably helped the kid out that bunted it. Probably gave him an extra few points.
Yeah, he did get an extra couple points there, so it worked out well.
Anyway, your thoughts on what we've had so far today?
It's been fantastic. I mean, if you asked me to write the perfect scenario for the first ever WCBL bunt competition, I'd say, well, maybe a hometown fan favorite could win. And we had that.
Yes.
You know, having Salinas and the crowd clapping and everybody going, and it was exciting. And I love seeing the players were into it too, the teammates. So overall, really pleased with it. And now we're watching these little guys. Well, not really little, some of them, but these 13U players crush some home runs. And just overall, it's fun. You know, we're a family-friendly team and organization. That's what we want to bring here. So we wanted to incorporate some of the kids. We worked a lot with Baseball Saskatoon, so we wanted to put them on the big stage as well.
Well, and again, for the people who are tuning in that are not from here, this isn't a Saskatoon-centric broadcast with FloCollege. This involves everybody who's tuning in to take this in. People from around the Western Canadian Baseball League, be they team organization people, be they parents, players even tuning in. What you say about getting the youngsters involved and being family friendly, I mean, after every game, kids are invited to run the bases after every home game.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have kids, you take a walk through the ballpark. It's families, it's youngsters out. They got their ball gloves in the stands, hoping to catch foul balls. They're getting autographs from players. We have post-game autographs with the players after every game. We invite them out to on Sunday afternoons right on the field to play catch with the players, which just went over really well. So that's just who we are. I think that's consistent across the league as well. It's a family-friendly league, and that's baseball.
It's popular with the people, with the regular fans, the kids themselves that are coming out to watch. It's popular with the players too. They really enjoy interacting with the young kids.
Yeah, we hear that feedback from the players that come up here, especially the ones from the U.S. and whether they're playing Division I college or at a junior college, meeting some of the parents and they come here and they're saying, wow, we've never played in front of a crowd like this.
Yeah.
They kind of feel like superstars, and they're not used to signing autographs and getting pictures after games, and so the players really appreciate it. Oh my goodness.
Did he hit it out this time? No, not quite. This is the young man, Lucas Holowachuk. Let's keep an eye on him for the future. But he plays for the Saskatoon Sturgeon in the local Pee Wee League, 13 and under. He's a good-sized kid, but he's hit a couple off the fence in left field. And that's what he's aiming for, I swear, right about now, is he wants to put one out of here, period. Not just the little fence that we've got out there about 200 feet out. He wants to go 300 plus.
Yeah, he wants to be that guy, and he's a big kid. But, again, that's, like you said, remember that name. People are going to leave here knowing who Lucas Holowachuk is, and before this weekend, maybe not.
Yep, no, for sure.
I think it's really special for these young players as well.
Just a final thought. We're going to talk to you again here in a little while once the home run derby gets going, because that's the highlight of the night. But the fact that you incorporated a bunt competition and this junior home run derby, you brought in 2 days worth of All-Star Weekend rather than the one that only was before Okotoks. This is really something that the league had to embrace, and I think they're realizing that, this is a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it just chatted with Akil from Sylvan Lake and congratulating them
Yes.
on being host in 2027, and he said that's what they're going to do. Make a weekend out of it, have the 2 days. I think it was a bit, bold for us, and we've already, learning throughout here day one. Maybe we'll do different next time around. But yeah, we wanted to have a festival of it, and what we've seen, Barrie's games are full, so we wanted to make sure that we spread it out, get everybody a chance to get out and slow it down. I think the beauty of baseball is that it is a slow game. It allows for that social interaction. Today we got, kids and families and players on the field, and everybody's able to interact. The actual all-star players are in the plaza. They're on the sidelines. They're talking to fans. So it just really has that sense of community. We didn't want to rush through a day. So having the 2-day festival was important for us, and we'll cap it off with a concert tonight as well. So it's just kind of a great way to spend a weekend at the ballpark with your friends and family, and for the players to kind of slow it down and mingle amongst the other teams, and just really enjoy the weekend. And we've been really blessed with some great weather to be able to do that as well. So yeah, we're really pleased with it, and having a blast. It's fun. Everybody's smiling and sweating.
Yeah, and sweating, yes, absolutely. Except up here. Not so bad up here. Tyler, thanks for this, and we'll chat with you in a little while.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Les.
All right, Tyler Warwick with the Saskatoon Entertainment Group, and of course the Berries joining me here as part of our All-Star Weekend coverage on FloCollege. And we'll take another time out here and come back. We hope to have the winner, maybe, of this junior home run competition. I don't know if a 13-year-old wants to really be interviewed necessarily, but we'll see. You never know. They might want to be. We're also waiting to speak with WCBL Commissioner Kevin Kavami in a little while as well, as they're having a barbecue out in the ballpark area, and we'll chat with him once that's done. But there's still a lot more to come on our FloCollege broadcast of WCBL All-Star Weekend Day 1 as you're watching our WCBL All-Star Weekend coverage on FloCollege.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Final competitor, the final phase of the Junior Home Run Derby. Casey Kirpin has taken 7 swings, has 3 home runs. He needs to hit 5 straight in order to catch Lucas Holowachuk, and he's got the first one. He is 4 for 8. But there's a foul ball, and Lucas Holowachuk will win the Junior Home Run Derby. As there's a line drive, youngster throws the glove. That's what we used to do as kids too. We can't get it out. Let's hope maybe he'll throw the glove and hit it. Slow it down. Good line drives here by Kirpin, but not getting over the fence. I think he's tiring out. Got 4 here. 4 out of 12. for Casey Kirpin, but Lucas Holowachuk is the winner of the Junior Home Run Derby. He had 5 home runs out of 12 swings in the first round and 8 out of 12 in the second round. And in that second round, he did hit another couple of long shots that either bounced off the fence in left field, the main fence in left field, or hit the fence on the fly. He did that a couple of times in the opening round. So congratulations to Lucas Holowachuk of the Saskatoon Sturgeon of the 13 and under Saskatoon Baseball League, the minor league here. So good job, Lucas. We'll hope to possibly hear from Lucas. We'll see if they wants to come up to the berth here. And Casey Kirpin's getting a $250 gift card to a local establishment for finishing as runner-up. He had 6 home runs in the first round and 4 in the second round. So the Junior Home Run Derby has come to a close. Fans sticking around. The big award, the big prize competition still to come here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. They'll get that temporary fence out, I believe. They could leave it there, I guess. Nobody's going to be going after trying to hit over that. It's going to be the main fence here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field for people who are trying to hit it out as part of the Home Run Derby. Again, our 12 competitors for the main Home Run Derby for the WCBL. David Simmons of Energy City, who has 3 home runs this season. Chris Franks of Moose Jaw has 4 home runs for the Miller Express. It's supposed to be Callum Henry for the Lethbridge Bulls, 4 dingers on the year. Saskatoon Berries, Ethan Murdoch. He has got 13 round trippers, is tied for first in the league in that department. Jordan Breen of Fort McMurray with 1 home run is in the competition. Medicine Hat's Blake Dale with 7 long flies. Owen Fernandez of the Brooks Bombers with 5 home runs. Brady Bye, last year's WCBL playoff MVP with 10 long flies. Reese Sherman of Sylvan Lake with a couple of dingers. Rob Gurney of Weyburn with 4 round trippers. Jaden Lusk, catcher with the Okotoks Dogs with 1 home run this season. And Swift Current's Keegan Noller, who acts as both a DH first baseman and also does some pitching for them and has time to hit 12 home runs already this year, sitting in 3rd place in the WCBL. His teammate Jake Hiramoto tied with Murdoch for the league lead with 13 home runs each. Actually, Hiramoto is in the lead with 14. Murdoch is second with 13 and Noller third with 12. Brady Bye tied for 4th with 10 home runs. Now the Home Run Derby rules, we'll run through them here right now while we have a moment. 6 participants from each of the East and West divisions, selected by the head coaches for the Home Run Derby. Each franchise will have 1 participant who will participate. Participants must be selected for the All-Star Game to be eligible. As for the rules, each regulation round will consist of 15 swings and 0 timeouts. Home runs hit during their at-bat will count towards that round's total. Round totals will not carry over. Round 1, 6 players from each division, East and West, for a total of 12 players compete in the competition. The top 2 with the greatest total home runs will move on to round 2, regardless of division. And the final round will consist of 15 swings and 0 timeouts. Home runs hit during their at-bat will count towards that round's total. Round totals will not carry over. If finalists are tied following the final round, each tied player will participate in a 5-swing round. This round format will continue until a winner is determined. Hey, here is our junior home run hitting competition winner, and that's Lucas Holowachuk. Holowachuk or Holowachuk? Speak into that, young man. Congratulations. How old are you, first of all?
I'm 13.
And how big are you? Because you're a tall kid for 13 years old. 5'11". Goodness gracious. Congratulations. What'd you hit? 5 in the first round, 8 out of 12 swings in the second round. Adam Cordy with the Saskatoon Berries was amazed at the fact that you tattooed the wall on the first round a couple of times. How badly did you want to put one over the wall rather than just that short fence?
Oh man, I have a whole bunch of people telling me to do over. Like, getting money if I did. It was amazing.
What's your season been like here with the Saskatoon Sturgeon?
It's been good. Had a couple home runs, I think 19, and it's a good hitter.
That's a few home runs, to say the least. What position do you play?
I'm a pitcher, shortstop, and first baseman.
Okay, so you do some pitching in there. Play shortstop and first. What's your favorite position out of those three?
Favorite's pitcher.
You're a pitcher? So how you throw what? What are your pitches that you throw?
Like fast?
Yeah.
I throw 73.
Mm-hmm.
Fastball.
Okay.
I have a curveball and a slider.
Okay, so that's a 3-pitch repertoire, and you're doing well with that. Obviously, you won a few games then. Obviously.
Yeah.
So the team itself, how did you do in the league?
I think we finished second last.
Oh.
We're doing really good in cities right now.
Okay, so you're in the city playdowns, and then the other thing too is, have you had your provincials yet?
No, those are in 2 weeks.
Okay, did you qualify?
Yeah.
If you qualified, so provincials, that's going to be the big deal because obviously you win provincials, you go on to something else like Western Canadians or Nationals, that sort of a thing. Yeah. All right. What's it like being here today and being selected to be involved on a day like this and meeting all these guys from the Western Canadian Baseball League?
It's a privilege, and it was very fun today.
Yeah. What are you learning? What are you hoping to be able to take away from this experience? That you're talking to these kids who are going to college. I'm sure that's something you'd like to do, and maybe you get some information like that.
Yeah, like good techniques and way to throw stuff.
All right. Well, Lucas, congratulations again on winning the Junior Home Run Derby here at the WCBL's All-Star Weekend, and all the best to you and your team as you move forward.
Thank you.
All right, Lucas Holowaychuk joining me here on the WCBL's All-Star Weekend as part of our FloCollege coverage here. And we'll take a timeout before we get back to the main Home Run Derby. This is the highlight event of the day, and it's coming up next. We'll also still have to hear from Kevin Kavami, the commissioner of the Western Canadian Baseball League, and Steve Hildebrand, the president of the Saskatoon Berries. That's all coming up before we're done here in the next hour or so at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field as you are watching All-Star Weekend coverage on FloCollege.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Yeah.
Put it out there in the world.
Well. Yeah, just about. All right, we are back at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. The All-Star Weekend coverage continues here on FloCollege, and it is a pleasure to be joined by the Commissioner of the Western Canadian Baseball League, Kevin Kavami. And Kevin, welcome to Saskatoon and welcome to All-Star Weekend. It's a weekend this year, and it's something that seems to be going along very well with the folks that have attended so far today, and I have to think with the league itself.
Yeah, the league is thrilled with the weekend, the planning that went into it, and the events as they line up here. The kids are having a great time here. We're excited to see a great game tomorrow, and it's going to be an awesome. Saskatoon's been a great host.
It's only been a one-day thing in the past in Okotoks. Was there a little bit of apprehension, maybe thinking to yourself, can we really afford to do this? We're compressing 56 games into 70 days, and do we have time to have a 2-day All-Star weekend? Did those thoughts come into mind at the league executive level?
Well, we saw that it fit into the schedule quite well this year with the 56-game schedule, at least till all the rainouts happened. But the vision of the Berries organization, we need a weekend like this. So it's a chance to celebrate the game and to really enjoy a weekend. It's been a busy 7-8 weeks. Lots of rainouts, lots of exciting baseball has been played. And it kind of just resets things for the home stretch.
It is definitely going to be the stretch. Teams have anywhere from like 14 to 20 games left to go after this weekend is done. We've got some real competitive races for first place in divisions, for just making the playoffs in divisions. The level of play this year compared to the past, how would you describe it?
I think that the level of play continues to increase. Saw maybe a little bit of a downturn on the pitching side this year. I'm not sure what that is, whether it's just the inconsistency of the schedules because of the rain. I see some teams starting to catch fire as the home stretch comes around here, so I think that it was just an anomaly this year. As far as the hitters go, I think the league has a great offense in a lot of the teams, and it continues to grow.
It is growing, and I mean, we see the Berries coming in 3 years ago as the 12th team in the league. Sylvan Lake was added 6 years ago. The interest in the league seems to continue to grow. Is there interest in adding more teams eventually down the line, Kevin? Do you see that?
Well, we'd have to be careful of
yes.
that. Strategically speaking, we'd always love to add more teams. I always say that we're going to be really careful how we do that moving forward. We need communities that have a significant plan for a ballpark, and then have a fan base that is going to engage in an expansion team. So we're always open to talk expansion, but it's really up to the community to show that they're going to have the facility and the fan base to fit into the league.
Give me your thoughts on the bunt competition that we saw today.
That was awesome. Yeah, I got some talented bunters in the league, and I don't know if it's many coaches say it's a lost art of the game of baseball. That
it is.
We have that debate in Lethbridge quite often with our college program there. That they are mighty free swingers up there, and they aren't big fans of the bunt. They think that they can accomplish more by hitting the ball long ways.
I'm an old guy. I believe that you have to be able to do some fundamental things like bunt guys over, especially when you're tied and you got nobody out and you got a guy on first. Get him over to second and get him into scoring position.
The funny part is that they try to do it late in the game when they haven't necessarily practiced it or let the kids do it earlier in the year, and then they see it go sideways on them quickly in the ninth inning or 10th inning when they really need to get one down.
Well, the funny thing was, of the 12 guys that we had competing, only one guy had a sacrifice hit in the field, and that was Thomas Soto from Moose Jaw, and yet he didn't win the competition. So couldn't handicap that thing. No way to be able to handicap that. Just a thought with regards to Sylvan Lake being the host of this weekend next year.
Yeah, they're going to do a great job. They're a class organization in the league. Thrilled when we had them come into the league with their 2021 partial season, COVID season, and they've been can't say enough about the organization they have and the leadership that's in that organization. They're going to do a great job, just like Saskatoon has.
All right, Kevin, thank you so much for joining us, and look forward to the rest of the season. It's going to be a heck of a race until we finally get a champion sometime in the middle of August.
Sometime in the middle of August, yeah.
Absolutely. All right.
Thanks very much.
All right, Kevin Kavami is the commissioner of the Western Canadian Baseball League, joining us here on our FloCollege weekend coverage of the Western Canadian Baseball League. We can stay with you here now as we're just about ready to go with the Home Run Derby. It is the highlight competition of the night here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. 12 competitors. We'll see who wins the competition this year. A couple of years back, it was Carter Beck, who just got drafted by the Atlanta Braves. in the first round, 26th overall. In fact, it was a week ago, exactly a week ago, and he was down in Cardiff, Saskatchewan. Made the trip back up to Saskatoon on Wednesday, threw out the ceremonial opening pitch on Wednesday, signed some autographs. He's now down in Northport, Florida, and will be playing for the Braves affiliate in the Florida Complex League, and looking forward to getting his professional career started. I believe he signed a contract just the other day as well, so he pretty much had to do that in order to start playing. But a nice bonus being added on for being a first-round pick from Cardiff, Saskatchewan, the earliest ever Saskatchewan ball player to be drafted into the Major Leagues of Baseball. So congratulations to Carter and to all the folks who have played in the Western Canadian Baseball League, cut their teeth in this summer collegiate league, and have found their way into professional baseball with the help of the WCBL. So we're just about set and ready to go with the Home Run Derby. And again, we'll run through the competitors. It's David Simmons of Energy City, Chris Franks of Moose Jaw. It's supposed to be Caleb Henry of Lethbridge, but he took part in the bunting competition, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have a different person there. And then it'll be Ethan Murdoch of the Berries, Jordan Breen of Fort McMurray, Blake Dale of Medicine Hat, Owen Fernandez of Brooks, Regina's Brady Bye, who was last year the WCBL's playoff MVP, Reese Sherman of Sylvan Lake, Rob Gurney of Weyburn, Okotoks' catcher Jaden Lusk, and Swift Current multi-positional player, pitcher, first baseman, DH, Keegan Noller, who has 12 home runs. He will be also competing in the Home Run Derby coming up shortly, as we're going to leave that temporary fence out in the outfield that was used for the junior Home Run Derby. It might catch a few ground balls or line shots that come the way out there, and nobody's able to come up with them. Keeps the balls within close proximity of where they're going to be pitched from, as you can see out on the diamond. Everything's in readiness, just a matter of let's get her going. So we wait the start of that competition. Again, tomorrow it's 1 o'clock, and we'll be on the air with you on FloCollege with the All-Star game proper. The East Division against the West Division. 30 players from each are on each team, 60 in total. 5 players from each of the 12 teams in the Western Canadian Baseball League make up the rosters. And it'll be up to the coaches to try their darndest to get everybody into the ball game tomorrow afternoon. It is a warm day here in Saskatoon. Again, the last time Environment Canada provided us with conditions, it was 31 degrees Celsius. That is 88 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind out of the south at 22 kilometers per hour. That's like 15 miles per hour. And a south wind blows from the first base dugout out towards the left field fence. So again, if you're a right-hand pole hitter or you're a left-hand hitter who tends to hit the ball the opposite way, you get the advantage of that breeze at 15 miles an hour, 22 kilometers an hour. Players taking different routes to try and keep cool. I see one of the members of the Energy City Cactus Rats has got a towel. I'm sure it's probably been wrapped in cold water and wearing it on his head with his cap on over top, trying to stay cool here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field on a warm Saturday evening. Just a few minutes away from the start of the Home Run Derby. And again, each regulation round will consist of 15 swings, no timeouts. Home runs hit during their at-bat will count towards that round's total only. Round totals will not carry over. So it'll be interesting to see who all advances. It's supposed to be 4 players advance to the final round. And then the final round again is 15 swings. But we pretty much have everybody in position, ready to go. Again, a reminder that this is the first time that this is a 2-day event. Previous years, the All-Star Game, All-Star Day was held in Okotoks. There was the Home Run Derby and then the game itself all packed into one day. And it was interesting to hear the comments of League Commissioner Kevin Kwame, who says, hey, you know, rather than compressing, let's put it into 2 days. Works out, makes things a little more of a relaxed way of doing things rather than piling everything in. We heard that sentiment as well from the Director of Business Operations for the Saskatoon Entertainment Group, the Saskatoon Berries, Tyler Warwick. And I'm sure when we speak with Barry's president, Steve Hildebrand, he will say that that was a lot of why they wanted to host this event and turn it into a 2-day weekend and a break for all the teams and all the players so that they could have a bit of a break and not compress things too terribly much. Well, look who's here. Let's bring in the president of the Saskatoon Berries, Steve Hildebrand, as we wait the introduction of the competitors, the contestants here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field for the Home Run Derby. Hilty, been quite the day so far. You're smiling. And well, you should be. It has been something to smile about what you folks have put together here on day one of a 2-day weekend.
Yeah, it's been great. Obviously, we got an unbelievable team of people and done a fabulous job. Gail winning the bunt competition, the junior home run derby putting on a show. It's been cool and awesome and great weather. Obviously, hot as hell, but you know what? We'll take that over anything else.
The Holowachuk kid, you watch him, he puts a few off of the fence on the fly. I like to think that the Berries Academy has probably got their eye on him.
He's done some Berries Academy stuff. Funny, just in the governor's barbecue, they're all saying that they've already talked to him, and I said, well, that's tampering because he's already signed. No, it's obviously been a great day. It's great to see the league here. I think everyone's having a fun time. You know, being the first 2-day event ever, weren't sure how it was going to go. A lot of planning went into it, and you know, it's been great.
The fact that it's more relaxed, I think, is a big part of it. I mean, it's only been a 1-day thing in the past, and it was just home run derby and game, all compressed into 1 day. There really wasn't a relaxed atmosphere to it. It was kind of like, let's get this crammed in, let's get it over and done with, and then get back to the season. Here, with at least 2 days off for some teams, and in the case of the Berries, 3 days off, you get a chance to really relax and make this into a memorable occasion.
Yeah, no, that's the whole point of this. You know, I had a call this morning, what do we wear? I want them in their jerseys and shorts. I want these guys to come here and have fun and be relaxed and enjoy this today. That's what this is about. And we're doing everything festival-like today, and tomorrow we have the game, and then we move forward. So I think this was what today was about. You know, you can envision all you want. It has been great. This is what we were looking for, and yeah, pretty proud of everything.
Have you set the bar then for everybody else? I mean, Sylvan Lake gets to try and do this next year.
Yeah, they came up to me and said, "Can we do a debrief next week on what you need to do?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely," because you know there are things that we probably would have done differently and changed, but you don't know until you don't know, and here we are today. So pretty happy with everything that's going on, and just a big shout out to our sponsors too. Under Armour, graciously helped us with the jerseys that everyone will see tomorrow. New Era with the hats, it doesn't happen without people like that, right? Seeger Awards just for helping us with everything, and their big contribution to the All-Star Game. String 'em Law being here today, outstanding for them to be here, and just really happy with everything.
No hiccups then?
It's been great. It's been great. The beer is cold, water is cold. I don't know. Shout out to 9 Mile for donating beer to the governor's deck, and the beery beer and the blackberry beer is going down pretty good over there.
No doubt about that. I might have to have one of those up here.
We can bring some up to you.
Oh, I'd love one. I'll tell you, it's warm up here even now. It's the we were talking about how it's 31 degrees. The Humidex is 40 right now. It's crazy out there.
We're doing our best to make sure that all our volunteers and everyone's staying cool, and we lots of, between Gatorade and water on the field and then dress room for the players. And again, at the end of the day, I think we'll take this over rain any day.
Ethan Murdoch being introduced to the crowd as being a home run derby competitor and drawing the roar of approval that you would expect from the crowd here in Saskatoon. 2 home runs last night in Medicine Hat. He's up to 13. He's having himself quite the year all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, he's the leader of our group and our team, and you can just start to see it coming together for all our team. Ral had 2 last night, and obviously Henny with a big grand slam in the first. And I think as a whole, as a group, it's going well. It's great to see all the people out this past week at the ballpark, and I think it'll just continue, as we know, just keep going. So. And
of course, this being the break, 2 days off. Again, the Berries get a 3rd day off before they take their way out to the West Division, the final 3 teams that they've yet to play from that division. Basically, you come back out of this break, it's the stretch run. You're down to, 16 games left to go in a lot of instances, trying to figure out whether you can, how high you can finish, whether you make the playoffs, whether you finish first or not. It's going to be an exciting final, 3 weeks of the season left to go.
I think it's great. We talked about it this morning. Joe and I did in the coaches' room. It's doesn't matter where you are in the standings right now. It's going to be a great race for everybody, and we're looking forward to it. And it's going to be a good battle. And as we know, anything can happen in the playoffs, as we saw last year.
Absolutely, Hilty. Thanks for this, and we're getting started here with the home run derby. But thank you for coming by and chatting.
Thanks again for doing this today, and looking forward to the game tomorrow.
Alrighty, Steve Hildebrand, the president of the Saskatoon Berries, joining us here on our FloCollege All-Star Weekend broadcast. Day one, of course, is all these competitions. Day 2 tomorrow, the All-Star game starting at 1 o'clock. Look at this one. Well tagged to left field and gone off the bat of David Simmons. 3 home runs for Simmons this season. Let's tell you a little bit more about him in a moment here as he's watching. Hits one high in the air, but it is twisting. Is it going to stay fair? It is foul. It is foul. Down the left field line. Had the distance, but foul for David Simmons. 15 swings. Line drive doesn't quite have the juice to get out. Simmons looking at pitches, pops this one straight up into the air. David Simmons hitting .275 so far for the Energy City Cactus Rats. 30 hits and 109 at-bats. 3 home runs, 16 runs batted in, 7 doubles. He has 8 stolen bases. Fly ball left field. That is not going to have the juice as the youngsters are out there trying to shag fly balls. There's a line shot to left field, but doesn't quite have the distance. One hops the fence. 15 swings for David Simmons. Got 1 home run. This one is well tagged, but again, is this one going to be fair or foul? And that one, well, everybody's indicating yes. I think Montana Getty, the on-field host, just said foul, and the West Division is unhappy with the call. It's a foul ball. Now they're going to do a poll of the fans. Who wants fair, who wants foul? I don't know if you're going to get necessarily a unbiased opinion on that. This one's well tagged. Deep to left field. You can kiss that baby goodbye. 3 for 11. And that one's a fair ball. Got 15 swings, 3 home runs. This one's well tagged. Back. And it is out of here. Just over the fence. 4 for 12. Fouls the 13th swing off. David Simmons, 13 swings, 4 home runs. Going to set the bar early. Well tagged. And you can kiss that baby goodbye. Got 5. Got 1 swing left. And he hits a line drive. David Simmons with 5 home runs to lead off the home run derby. Next up will be Chris Franks of the Moose Jaw Miller Express. They are going to discuss whether the one ball that he believes was a home run but looked to be foul was fair or foul. First up, and there's 11 guys left to go, 5 home runs out of 15 swings. Let's see if that's going to be good enough to get all the way through to the final. We'll see. But up next for the Moose Jaw Miller Express is Chris Franks. He's hitting .368 this season. 53 hits and 144 at-bats, 4 home runs and 43 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter who also has 11 doubles and 4 triples and 14 stolen bases. So an all-around threat is Chris Franks. An outfielder, graduate student out of Ashland University. He's from Ohio. Played 4 seasons with the Ashland University Eagles. Hit .316 in those 4 seasons overall, 20 home runs. His second swing is a line drive that's into right field, a base hit normally, but not a home run. Then he goes the other way to left field where nobody's shagging, and that one will land short of the fence. 0 for 3 so far for Chris Franks. Well hit this one into right field. They're going back, and short. Off the fence. 0 for 4. The pitcher, batting practice pitcher here, has got some decent zip, and I think you have to have that. You can't just lob it in and expect to hit it out of the park. You need some velocity coming at you before you can put some velocity on it to get it out of the ballpark. This one's well hit, and now it's towards the center field area. That one is gone. There's a home run for Chris Franks to right field. Hot shot into the infield. Fielded by the junior home run derby winner. There's another hot shot that hits the fence for the junior home run derby. Down the line, this one though is hooking. It is foul. It is foul. Out of play. Foul ball. I can tell you that right away. My view from here is perfect for that kind of ball. Chris Franks with the 1 home run so far. This one's tagged. This one is 10-4 over and out, a Trucker special. Couple of home runs for Chris Franks, then a hot shot up the first baseline. 2 home runs for Chris Franks of the Moose Jaw Miller Express in the 2026 WCBL Home Run Derby. Hit the straightaway center field. That's the deepest part of the ballpark and doesn't have the juice to go. Again, 400 feet to straightaway center. Pulled, but way foul with home run distance. East Division saying, yeah, that one's fair. That's about 40 feet foul. Well tagged. This one to the left field side of center, but off the base of the fence. 2 home runs in 14 swings. 1 swing left for Chris Franks. And that's it. 2 home runs for Chris Franks of the Moose Jaw Miller Express. His time is done. Now I'm curious to see who will be up for the Lethbridge Bulls. It was supposed to be Caleb Haney, but he took part in the bunting competition. And I'm seeing number 7 with a bat in his hands, and that would be Jack Wheatley, who was the guy we were told was supposed to be in the bunt competition. So they switched spots. So Jack Wheatley of the Lethbridge Bulls will be coming up. Just saw Lethbridge here in Saskatoon. They played here on Tuesday and Wednesday, split a 2-game series with the Saskatoon Berries. Jack Wheatley trained at the Vauxhall Academy. He and his older brother Luke. Jack plays shortstop with Lethbridge. There's his first swing, hit into left field, but not deep enough for a home run. This one down the left field line. This one has a chance. Looking up, and you can kiss that baby goodbye. Home run for Jack Wheatley. That one's hit down the left field line, but foul. Not deep enough either. This one's tagged left field, but the kids are coming in on this one, so it's not a home run. The line drive to left. Another line drive to left that does not have home run distance. We're getting these things being thrown at us at a quick pace here by the batting practice pitcher. Popped up, shortstop area. 1 for 7. This one's high and deep to left field and off the fence, just short. 1 home run in 8 hits. 9th swing, line drive into left field. This one is well tagged on the line to left, and it is gone. 2 for 9 for Jack Wheatley. Then he pops one up. He'll stay in play. 2 for 10. Wheatley hitting .298 on the year. 25 hits and 84 at-bats. 2 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Has 3 doubles. This is on the ground. Holding at 2 home runs in 12. And now hitting the air to left. This one maybe has a chance, and it is going to be one hopping the fence. Hitting the air to center, but not deep enough. So one last swing for Jack Wheatley. Hit in the air to left. It has got a chance, maybe. No, it is in medium depth left field. 2 home runs for Jack Wheatley of the Lethbridge Bulls. So now, as Jack will chat with Montana on the field, we'll get ourselves ready for the next competitor, and it'll be a very popular one here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field, as it'll be Ethan Murdoch of the Saskatoon Berries, who comes into the day in 2nd place in the league in home runs with 13. 3 in his last 2 games. He hit 1 out in Medicine Hat on Thursday and went deep twice last night in the Hat. So the announcement, the introduction of him coming in to compete will be very, 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 very popular, to be sure. Now they've got places for the competitors to sit in, depending on their placing. Here's the introduction. Ethan Murdoch to the plate. He'll doff his East Division cap and go capless. Let's see how he does. Again, second in the league in home runs with 13. First ball hit to right center field. That is going to one hop the fence and then over. It's a ground rule double. 0 for 1. This one's tagged. Back, and gone. 1 for 2 for Ethan Murdoch. Hit hard on the ground. 1 for 3. Murdoch from Swift Current, Saskatchewan. Second season with the Berries. This one's lined into right field but does not have the juice to go. Former Swift Current 57. Had 10 home runs last year with the Berries, so he's already eclipsed that. This one's hit the other way to right. Does it have enough? It is no. He pulled the one out. It's a south wind that's helping to left field. To right does not help. He'll pop this one out to right. Murdoch, 66 hits and 163 at-bats. 13 home runs, 50 runs batted in. He's hitting .405. Also has 11 doubles to his credit. Those 66 hits have him in first place in the league. High fly to straightaway center, not enough to go. Murdoch with 1 home run so far in the Derby. This one's lined to left. Doesn't have enough height and will be caught just short of the warning track. 1 for 8. This one's tagged high in the air, left field. Going back, and is gone. 2 for Ethan Murdoch. This one's hit high in the air, deep left field. You can kiss that baby goodbye. It's up into the tree beyond the left field fence. And hit again. Line drive. Well hit. Trucker special over and out. Give Murdoch 4 home runs. Hit in the air to straightaway center. This one will stay in the ballpark. 4 for 11, I believe, is his situation. 4 for 12. 3 swings left. He's behind David Simmons of Energy City, but he's going to tie him with that one. That one is the longest one yet. That cleared the tree out in left field and finds itself on Likos Field, the next field over. And a hard hit ball to short. Kids fielding are a little terrified of that. One more, and he won't get it. He'll finish with 5 home runs as that ball will land in right center field. But 5 home runs for the Berries' Ethan Murdoch, tying him for first place with David Simmons of Energy City. Next up from the Fort McMurray Giants, it'll be Jordan Breen coming on to try his luck in the WCBL Home Run Derby. There's the chat going on right now with Ethan Murdoch down on the field. So this is a different contestant than what we were given. Brett Patillo is the hitter. His first swing, a high drive to left field. Does the Wind have this one to take it over? No, just short of the Patillo with a line drive to left field. Does it have enough? Yes, it does. So it's not Jordan Breen that's up right now for Fort McMurray Giants. It's Brett Patillo. Patillo hitting .287 on the year. Has 39 hits and 136 at-bats. 4 home runs. And 20 runs batted in as he pops one up in the infield. Patillo, see if we can find out more about him. High fly ball, left field. Does it have enough to go? No, it lands on the warning track. So Patillo still stuck with 1 home run. Line drive into left field, doesn't have enough juice to go. He is 1 home run and 7 hits. 8 hits now, as that one is a line drive into left field. That one's going to be hit lined and foul. And towards the party patio here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. This one's tagged into the air to left field. Kids going back, and that one is off the fence. 1 for 10. Hit the base of the fence on the fly. Well, stroked to left this time, and gone. 2 home runs for Brett Patillo. He's got a few swings left. Cranks that one. Back, and gone. Patillo with his 3rd round tripper. Except they're not running. They don't have to. It's a home run derby. Just hit it out of the park. Line drive. He's 3 home runs in 13 swings. Well hit to left. Stays alive if he can get it to go. This one is out of here. 4 for 14. He needs to get this last swing in order to tie for first place. He'll take a pitch. And well hit. I think we have a 3-way tie at 5. It is out of here. 5 home runs for Brett Patillo of the Fort McMurray Giants. He and David Simmons of Energy City and Ethan Murdoch of Saskatoon all have 5 home runs. We still have 7 competitors left to go. A little bit of time here before we come up with a champion this year. Patillo with a late surge, getting 3 home runs in his last 4 swings in order to get into the tie. Next up will be Blake Dale from the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Dale plays some shortstop for the Mavericks. He's from Riverton, Wyoming, coming back for a 3rd season this year with Medicine Hat. As they'll introduce him right away. Blake Dale will come in hitting .261 this season. He's got 48 hits and 184 at-bats, 7 home runs, 39 runs batted in, 16 doubles and a couple of triples for Blake Dale. right-handed hitter. Let's see what more we got from the league leaders with regards to Dale. His first swing is a little pop-up to right field. Then he gets one in the air to left, but not deep enough on his second swing. Ball into left, but caught by a young man out in left field. Dale is second in the league in doubles with 16. And tied for sixth in triples with 2. But he has yet to have a home run. He is tied for 10th in the league in home runs with 7. Blake Dale, but that one isn't far enough. Line drive into left field. 7th in RBI with 39. This one's a little bit closer to the foul line and goes out. Home run for Blake Dale. He's on the board. Now a fly to straightaway center. That doesn't have the necessary distance. Popped up into left field. Let's see if this one has enough to go, and it will not. It'll be to the warning track. 1 for 8 for Blake Dale. His 39 RBIs got him tied for 7th in the league in that department. Productive hitter for Medicine Hat. Line drive to center, but not enough. One for 9 or 1 for 10? 1 for 9. Here comes 10. It's popped up into shallow center field. There's the 11th one, a ground ball to short. He needs to get all 4 in order to get into a tie for first place. That won't do it. That's foul down the third base side. So now for Blake Dale, it's going to be a time to try and salvage something. This one's well hit to left. Does it have the distance? It is short. One for 13 for Blake Dale of the Medicine Hat Mavericks. They foul that one off. So one swing left for Medicine Hat shortstop Blake Dale in the WCBL Home Run Derby, and he'll leave with a good one. Left field and out of here. 2 for 15 for Blake Dale. So 3 players with 5 and 3 players with 2 through the first half of the Home Run Derby here this afternoon. Actually evening now. We're beyond 6 o'clock. And it's still very, very warm out. Still 31 degrees Celsius. And the south wind now, it's dropped off a little bit to 15 kilometers per hour. Next up will be from the Brooks Bombers, Owen Fernandez. Plays some first base. Does some pitching for the Bombers as well. We'll find out more about him momentarily. While we're waiting here for the next one, we'll take a timeout and come back with the second half of the Home Run Derby in the Western Canadian Baseball League as you're watching All-Star Weekend in the Western Canadian Baseball League on FloCollege. All right, second half of the home run derby is underway, and Owen Fernandez gets hit by his batting practice pitcher. Come on. Gets this one in the air to left, but not enough juice to get out of here. Owen Fernandez from the Brooks Bombers. Now 0 for 2 with his swings. And 0 for 3. Fernandez, right-hand hitter, hitting .305 with Brooks. Has 18 hits and 59 at-bats. 5 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Line drive left field. It'll land foul and short of the fence. Popped up in the air. Shallow left field. Fernandez also has 3 doubles. Like I say, he does some pitching along with playing first base for Brooks. Line drive into left, but that's a line drive that won't get over the fence. Maple Ridge, BC product. He's coming off his sophomore year at Yavapai College. This one's lined down the left field line and hooking foul. He had the home run distance, but it is foul. As they try to convince that it was fair, but it wasn't. This one's well hit to left. Does it have the distance? No. One hops the fence. 0 for 9 for Owen Fernandez. Line drive to left. Will not have the distance. Nor will that one. This is hooking foul. Has the home run distance, but not enough straightness to be considered. This one's popped up high to left field. Does it have the distance? It is going to be caught short of the fence. This one, though, back, and gone. Owen Fernandez has one more left. He'll take a timeout. He's got one more. Owen thought he was done. Was happy to get the one. Ended off good. Owen, smack another one out. Make it 2. Nope, he gets under that one, pops it up shallow center field. Owen Fernandez, 1 home run out of the Brooks Bombers. Brady Bye of the Regina Red Sox will be next. Here's one of the top players in the league coming up. Last year's WCBL playoff MVP, who's doing a lot less catching now with the Red Sox and a lot more playing third base or DH or first base. Left-handed hitting, Brady Bye. He's hitting .318 this season. 50 hits and 157 at-bats this summer. 10 home runs and 47 runs batted in. 6 doubles and a triple. This one's well smoked to right field. Does it have the distance? No. This one's tagged. Back, and you can say goodbye to Brady Bye. That one's hit on the ground towards first base. Shaggin kids making their way over to the right field and side of things, realizing that's where the balls are going to get hit. He pops that one up. This is tagged. Will it have the distance? And you can, no, it is short of the warning track. Lined, but hooking foul. Hit on the ground. Brady Bye coming into the All-Star break. Tied for 4th in home runs with 10. This one's tagged well to right center field, threatening the scoreboard, but it is off the fence. Again, I think that south wind what it is, not helping the left-handed hitter who pulls the ball. South at 15 kilometers per hour. You got to fight that a little bit. Pops this one up down the right field line. It's staying fair, but it doesn't have the distance. 1 home run in 10 swings for Brady Bye. He's got 5 swings left. He is capable of jerking it out at any time. A line, but hooking foul down the right field line. 1 for 11. On the ground, 1 for 12. And again, lined, but foul. This is well tagged. Does it have enough? Doesn't look like it from the way the kids in right field are congregating, and they catch the ball short of the warning track. So 1 swing left, and it's a fair ball up the right field line, but not a home run distance. Only 1 home run for Brady Bye. So Brady Bye comes up a little short. And our 9th competitor will be Reese Sherman of the Sylvan Lake Gulls, team that was just announced earlier today as being the hosts of the 2027 All-Star Weekend. And as Akil Samuel, their team president, told me, they're going to have a different format next year. It won't be East Division against West Division. It's going to be the U.S. against internationals. So that'll be interesting. So Reese Sherman will come up. Reese Sherman, a right-handed hitter, coming up for Sylvan Lake. He's a catcher with the Sylvan Lake Gulls, who sit a game and a half back of Okotoks for first place in the West Division. Sherman yet to take a swing. He's hitting .304 on the year. He's got 2 home runs, 12 RBIs. Line drive to left on his first swing is going to be an out. Hit to right field. Does that have the juice to go? No. 24 hits and 79 at-bats this year for Reese Sherman. 10 doubles, 2 home runs. His pitcher needs to throw some strikes. The Reese has watched a lot of them go by. That's popped up, this one. 0 for 3, I believe. Line drive down the left field line. That'd be a fair ball, but not a home run distance. This is a little better. Let's see if this line drive will get over. It does! Home run 1 for Reese Sherman. And this one's well tagged. Deep to left. You can kiss that baby goodbye. 2 for 6. There's going to be 4 finalists. There's going to be a lot of guys in a big tie here at some point. Hit light deep to straightaway center field. Does it have the juice? No. Short of the warning track. You need to get it pretty much down the line. This is in the right direction, but not enough to go, and foul anyway. Line drive, left field, not enough. Kids out there catching it. 2 for 9 for Reese Sherman. This one's well hit. Deep left field, and it is out of here. 3 for 10, 3 for 11 now. Reese Sherman in sole possession of 4th place. And well tagged. This one is up, up, and away. Hit high in the air. This one he got under. Kids are creating under that one, short of the warning track. 4 for 14. Can he get into a 4-way tie for first? 4 for 13, I'm told. Now he's taking pictures. He's going to get particular here. He wants that 5th one to pull into the tie. Hit well, but not well enough into center field. So 4 for 14. One swing left for Reese Sherman, the catcher of the Sylvan Lake Gulls. Also goes to school at Gonzaga University in Spokane, Washington. This one is well hit. That one is going to be gone, and we've got a 4-way tie for first place with 5 home runs each. As Reese Sherman of the Sylvan Lake Gulls joins David Simmons of the Energy City Cactus Rats, Ethan Murdoch of the Saskatoon Berries, and Brett Patillo of the Fort McMurray Giants in that big tie for first. Three competitors left in the first round. The first one up of those final 3 will be Rob Gurney of the Swift Current 57s. Veteran player for Swift Current is Gurney. Sorry, for Weyburn is Gurney. That's my bad. Weyburn Beavers. Rob Gurney. There he is. 256 hitter this year. 30 hits and 117 at-bats, 4 home runs, 20 RBIs, and he's got 9 doubles, does Rob Gurney. Gurney is in his 4th season in Weyburn. He's played 116 WCBL games in his career. From Campbell River, BC, that's 116 games coming into this season. Taking a few pitches. Studying business administration at Mayville State College in North Dakota. Hits a foul ball down the left field line. He's got a couple of swings. There's a third one. Ground ball up the third base line. And that's fouled into the party patio. Now this one in the air to left. Does it have the distance to go? And it did go. Just cleared the fence. 1 for 5 for Rob Gurney out of the Weyburn Beavers. Hit foul up the third base side. Line to left, foul, and short of the fence. Hit in the air, but not enough juice to go. 1 for 8. We have a 4-way tie atop the home run derby. That's going to be foul down the left field line for Rob Gurney of the Weyburn Beavers. This one into left, but not enough juice. 5 swings left for Rob Gurney. Hit in the air, more towards left center field, and as a result, that won't get there, short of the warning track. This one's hit high in the air, but unfortunately, that one is hooking foul. Had the distance, but foul. 1 for 12. And again, he gets around on it and hits it foul down the left field line. Way foul. 2 more swings left. This one's popped up. Won't get there. Last one for Rob Gurney. Hit well to left field. This one is out of here. 2 home runs for Rob Gurney. But I believe you've got 4 finalists already with 5, so 2 ain't going to get it done, son. And we have 2 competitors left to try and cut into it and make things difficult for somebody. Okotoks Dogs, Jaden Lusk will be next. He does some catching for the Dogs. Tied for the league's best record at 29-11. With the Moose Jaw Miller Express. The Miller Express have won 11 in a row coming into the All-Star break. The Dogs are 29-11 as well. Jaden Lusk from Vernon College. Hit .380 during the college season for Vernon College in 47 games. 7 home runs. In college, left-handed hitter. Kids start running over to right field to shag. This one's fouled off. And grounded out to right field. Now this one hit in the air to right, but does not have the juice necessary. Then hit the other way, foul down the left field side. And hit the other way again. Does it have the juice to go? No, it'll land in medium depth left field for Jaden Lusk, who's hitting .299. 26 hits and 87 at-bats. Fouls that one off into the bullpen area down the right field side. 1 home run, 22 runs batted in, and 5 doubles. Line drive by Lusk. Knocked the glove right off the kid's hand. Line drive. No home runs yet for Jaden Lusk, the catcher for the Okotoks Dogs. This one's well tagged to right. Does it have enough to go? It does. First one for Jaden Lusk in 10 swings. He'll try and replicate here on this one, but it doesn't have the juice. 1 home run in 11 swings. This one was inside, and he got a hold of it. Is it going? It is gone. 2 home runs. 3 swings left. 2 for 12. He needs to get all 3 in order to get into that big tie. That won't get it done. It's straightaway center field pretty much, and doesn't have enough to go out of the ballpark. So we are going to have a 4-way tie with one more guy to go. This is well hit to right center, and that goes. That's the closest to straightaway center field that anybody's put one out with. And then one more, but high, but not deep enough. And Jaden Lusk will finish up with 3 home runs to finish in 5th place as it stands now. One more competitor to go, and that'll be Keegan Noller, who is in 3rd place in the WCBL in home runs with 12. Swift Current 57s. Does some pitching for them as well, so yeah. Well, joined once again by the Director of Business Operations, Vice President of Business Operations for the Saskatoon Entertainment Group, the Saskatoon Berries, Tyler Warwick. Last guy up for the home run contest in the first round. Ethan Murdoch is in the 4-way tie for first place right now, but this guy we saw last weekend when Swift Current was here can jack it out of here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. A 5-way tie.
Stick them all in the final and let's go.
Yeah, so, but tons of fun. Wow, these guys are, in that heat, I can't imagine exerting myself.
Oh.
15 of my best.
I would say 2 or 3 would be enough.
Yeah, so impressive they're keeping it going here for the fans.
Noller's had one swing, but he has yet to hit one out, and there's the second one that doesn't go. Noller is hitting .270 this summer. Has 33 hits and 122 at-bats. This one's well tagged. Doesn't have enough to go. It is back, and gone. Home run, Keegan Noller. 33 for 122. 12 home runs as mentioned, 3rd in the league. 31 runs batted in. He's behind his teammate, Jake Hiramoto, who has 14 home runs, but not here for the All-Star weekend. And Ethan Murdoch of the Berries in 2nd spot with 13. Noller also has 8 doubles. And like Murdoch, he's a Canadian. Is Keegan Noller. Taking a lot of pitches here right now. They may have to replenish the ball bag. Noller wants something particular to hit, and he's not getting it.
Montana's giving it to the pitcher.
I know.
That's a tough job.
It is. It's not as easy to, even if it is only from what, 30 feet, 35 feet away, to throw strikes that a hitter wants.
Yeah, you got to get it perfect.
Yep. He liked that one, but popped it up. Noller's from Tecumseh, Ontario, and is committed to play next winter collegiately at Roan State Community College. He's a big kid, 6'3", 230. And he gets a hold of one like this. Does it have the juice? No. One hops the fence on the line. Just one home run so far. Popped up. Lands in behind the pitcher's mound. It's good the kids are out there shagging fly balls. They seem to be enjoying themselves. They don't care whether it's 31 degrees or not.
Yeah, they're having a blast. How's it going?
Good. Hit high in the air by Keegan Noller to left. And not enough to get out. He's 1 for 10. He broke his bat. Oh, and now does the Bo Jackson and breaks it over his leg. He already had a bit of a start with the break initially on the swing. Now let's see what he does with this new one. He's 1 for 10. Let's see him hit 5 in a row out and take over the lead all of a sudden.
Know he has the power.
Oh, God, yes.
Just seems to not be seeing too many pitches he likes.
Yeah. But he broke his bat. I remember growing up where I was always told you never hit with the label towards the ball. It had to be either above or below, one or the other. But you couldn't have it in such a position where you'd either hit with the label or the label was in behind the ball when hit, because that was where the weakest part was.
The old Louisville Slugger.
On the old Louisville Slugger bats, yeah. Noller doesn't have many more. 3 more. He's not going to get into that 4-way tie for first. This one is tagged. That might be the longest one. Way out. That's into Lecos Field next door.
Yeah. As in the outfield of Lecos.
Yes, it is. That one would be 400 feet plus on the fly.
Oh, yeah. He's got one more swing.
Yep. He ran out of baseballs. Luckily, there's a few there. Then you're going to have to collect all the ones that have been thrown into the net out beyond second base and get them in for the final. Just got to get the pitcher to throw him. There's one, well tagged, but you know what? That one's way foul. Home run distance easily, but foul. And Keegan Noller will finish with 2 home runs in the opening round of the WCBL Home Run Derby. Folks are enjoying themselves, Tyler. They love this part.
Yeah, this is fun. It's been a beautiful day out. Everybody at the ballpark walking around here, talking to fans. They're smiling. They're sweating. Enjoying some cool treats and ice cream and freezies and slushies and everything. But yeah, everybody's having a blast. And I think one of the cool parts is just how the players have been able to relax and mingle with fans, and they're walking in the plaza and visiting with kids on the sidelines and signing autographs and taking pictures. It's been really interactive between the players and fans, which has been one of the coolest parts of this event here today.
And the other thing that's happening is that I think it's a bunch of smiles onto league personnel faces around the Western Canadian Baseball League. Because again, as I was mentioning to you the first time we chatted with you, you guys here kind of forced the league to kind of consider that this should be more than just a one-day thing. It should be a weekend, a real break for the players, because it's a crammed-in schedule in a certain number of days. You got to play 56 games. Give them 2 days of break and then let them have some fun. And it seems to be winning a lot of people over at the league level.
Yeah, we hope so. I mean, we knew that going in. It's a very tough schedule, and especially with the rain we've had across the prairies in June, making up those days is tough. So to take 2 days out mid-season was a tall task, but we put together a really aggressive bid, and that was part of it. We said, hey, if we're going to do this, we want to do it for 2 days. We want to make it a festival, and we want to have, full fun on the Saturday and not rush through anything. And then, if there was ever a chance that today was rain, well, we still got tomorrow to get everything in. So that was kind of part of our ask within our bid, and I'm really grateful that Kevin at the league and everybody approved that and gave us this opportunity to host this event, and we're really happy with it so far.
We're not far away from the start of the championship round. There are 4 guys who are going to be in it. They all had 5 home runs in the opening round on 15 swings. They are David Simmons of Energy City, Brett Patillo of Fort McMurray, Reese Sherman of Sylvan Lake, and our own Ethan Murdoch of the Saskatoon Berries. So Simmons is first up. He's taking pitches to start. He's waited. He was the first guy to be involved, and he gets this one high in the air to left, and it is out of here. It's into that couple of trees that are beyond the left field fence. You've hit it out when you've done that.
He was one of the other guys, too, right at the start that hit a couple into Lecos, and there was still a game going on over there.
Yeah. He's got this one well hit as well to the left, and it is out of here as well.
Yeah, those are deep. He's getting the height and the distance on those.
Then he lines one, but it's not going to have enough juice. He only has 3 home runs during the season. It's amazing to me that he doesn't have more based on that swing that he's showing so far in the home run derby. It's that one popped up, out of play. Not enough. A tie after this round means 5 swings for the finalists that are tied. Hit in the air to left, but not enough to go. The Energy City Cactus Rats, raced out of Spruce Grove, Alberta.
You mentioned it, Les, though. Great job from these 13U players that are out there.
Oh, yeah.
Catching these fly balls, they're covering a lot of ground. Right in the sun, there's no shade out there.
Here's a line drive to left, and that is gone. 3 home runs for David Simmons.
This thing is just popping off his bat.
Yep.
The crowd was right away.
This one is hit more towards center field. Does it have enough? No. Short of the warning track. Simmons taking a pitch or two. Probably getting physically collected again as he hits a hard shot to shortstop, but not enough for a home run. David Simmons has 30 hits and 109 at-bats. He's hitting .275 this summer. Stalled now here at 3 home runs for this final round. 3 home runs and 16 runs batted in for David Simmons with the Energy City Cactus Rats. This one's well tagged, left field, and you can kiss that baby goodbye. That's 4. 4 out of 10. You got 5 swings left. Line drive. Is it high enough? No, it's off the fence. Line drive is maybe sometimes more impressive, but people love to see that high fly, handsome fly ball that gets out of here with distance. But a lot of times they don't have the exit velocity that a line drive like that would have, except that doesn't exit the park. Well, hydration break. It's the World Cup of Soccer all over again. Not a bad idea to have a hydration break on a day like today, though.
Yeah, and you know, traditionally home run derbies have a clock.
Yes.
And you get that 30-second timeout, and that's all you get. And you don't have the option to be taking pictures like we saw previously. Brady Noller.
This one's hit in the air, but not far enough down the left field line.
So this rule system somewhat mimicking the MLB, which we saw earlier in the week.
Yes.
Where it's actually just number of swings. If you don't swing the bat, you can be patient.
Yep. And he's lined this one, got way enough deep and long gone. That's 5 for David Simmons, which is what he had the first time around. Now, the first round does not carry over into this round, but he's hit this one well. He's dancing because this is his last swing, and you can kiss it goodbye. 6 home runs for David Simmons in the final round.
That's a big celebration down the third baseline.
Indeed.
He's there cooling him off. He's enjoying himself.
And why not? His team occupying the 4th and final playoff spot in the West Division as it stands right now, with 14 wins and 22 losses. Now it's Ethan Murdoch of the Saskatoon Berries. 5 home runs in the first round. Again, takes the cap off. The Swift Current product with 13 home runs in the regular season, including 3 the last 2 nights. The first pitch he hits is a hard shot up the middle, but not a home run. Same thing with that one. Trying to get fans pumped up to get behind Ethan Murdoch. This one's hit in the air, but he got under that one. He'll be 0 for 3. why he hits 405, because he hits line drives like that into the outfield too. Another line drive, but not enough height to go for home run. He's quickly running out of swings with David Simmons having 6.
Still looking for that first home run for his first 5 swings.
Yep. Crazy thing is, this may be the end of his baseball career, Tyler, but when you get involved with the Saskatoon Blades of the Western Hockey League, we're going to see a lot more of Ethan Murdoch, seeing as how he has signed on to be with the Swift Current Broncos as a strength and conditioning coach. Here he goes. This one may be gone. Left field, high, handsome, and out of here. This is well tagged. A little bit more towards center field. Does it have enough juice to go? It does. Back to back.
First round for Ethan. Once he found that groove, that he several in a row.
Here's one that's well tagged. Line drive gone.
3 for 10. He's got 5 more swings.
Yep, 5 swings left to go. Oh, he fouled that off. Now he's got 4 left.
It doesn't feel good when you put all your weight in
Yeah.
and then there's nothing there.
No, you tip it and it fouls back. But that one's clobbered. That was Light's height and seemed to still be rising when it got beyond the fence. He's up to 4. 3 swings. And that one looks like it's number 5. Yes.
Now the Jam Fam is roaring.
2 swings left, and the fans are getting into it. But he pops it up. That one was a little bit high. He needs one more to catch David Simmons, and Simmons and Murdoch with some playful banter back and forth. Simmons with 6. He's already in the clubhouse. Murdoch with 5 and 1 swing left. And he doesn't get it. Grounds it out, and Simmons is a happy boy as he still has the lead, but there's still 2 more competitors left to go. There's Brett. Yeah. Well, I think he looks at him as being maybe the big competition because he does have 13 home runs during the regular season. Brett Patillo of the Fort McMurray Giants still to come, along with Reese Schurman of Sylvan Lake. The Murdoch, the only East Division finalist. The other 3 guys are from the West Division. So not quite enough for Ethan Murdoch, but a gallant effort. 5 home runs in each round. And now it's Brett Patillo from the Fort McMurray Giants. Any idea what kind of attendance we had here this afternoon, Tyler?
This afternoon we're about 1,500.
Okay.
We were over 1,400 last I looked. That was earlier today, so but it's been wide open still. So yeah, we'd be right around that 1,500 today.
Tomorrow will probably be closer to being sold out because it's an actual game and a Sunday and an earlier start.
Yeah, closer to that 2,000 mark for Sunday.
Okay. Of course, our redesigned park here. Whoa! That first swing is not enough. Looked good off the bat of Brett Patillo, but came up short.
And the fun won't stop tomorrow. We have the superstars in attendance, so they
right.
will be putting on a show, yeah, in between multiple innings. So.
Nice. Patillo, 4 home runs and 20 runs batted in this season with Fort McMurray, hitting .287. Right-handed hitter. Pops that one up. And that doesn't go for Patillo. This one's well hit. Left field, close to the foul pole, and gone. He's got one. 1 for 5. Got a little ways to go. Does Brett Patillo. This one's hit well, but towards left center, and will one hop the fence.
David Simmons.
Wait, he's if he wins, if he wins and comes up here to chat, it might be the most entertaining interview I've done in a long time. Patillo, though, puts a charge into this one, deep to left field and out of here. Two home runs for Brett Patillo. Taking pitches, looking for what he wants. Try and get back into it. This one's well tagged. Does it have enough? It is a trucker special, over and out. Six more swings for Brett Patillo. That's one of them. Won't be a home run, though. 3 for 10. And now he wants Gatorade, a hydration break, similar to what David Simmons had.
I just hope David Simmons knows and is aware that we do not have the same $1 million cash prize that
I like to think he does.
we have a nice prize for him, but
yes.
Celebrating.
It's just flat out braggartry, ability to lord it over a lot of people. Guess what I did? I won the WCBL Home Run Derby.
Well, and you have the beautiful watermelon style pink and green commemorative bat.
Similar to the one that Salinas had. There's one that's knocked out. That's beautiful. He came up here with that. That's a fantastic prize.
Yeah, so something to display.
Oh, yeah.
Brag about that.
Absolutely.
Forever.
Four home runs for Brett Patillo. He has to hit home runs in both of them in order to tie David Simmons. Simmons jumping around. Now he'll actually squat down. And he realizes that he has beaten out Brett Patillo, so it'll only be Reese Sherman left to take him on. And Sherman from the Sylvan Lake Gulls is the last finalist competitor to come. Patillo finishes up, though, with an exclamation point, as that one is way gone. He has 5 home runs, but not enough for the 6 against David Simmons. All right, so Reese Sherman will be next. Just to wrap up with you, Tyler Warwick from the Saskatoon Entertainment Group, Saskatoon Berries, with regards to the weekend and then what's coming up after the weekend and going on for the Saskatoon Berries. Anybody who's around the vicinity and wants to come out to games, I believe there is still, 6 home games left to go in our regular season here in Saskatoon. People want to show up, what do they do?
Yeah, absolutely. You can head to our website, SaskatoonBerriesBaseballClub.ca, to get tickets. As always, you can get in just a standing room ticket, just $15. Come stand on one of the decks or along the fence line. It's very affordable, or bring your family out. The team will be going on the road, so we will have a little bit of a break for baseball here in Saskatoon after tomorrow's All-Star game. But when we return, we got lots of fun stuff. Our Bark in the Park, where you can bring your pets and your dogs to the game. That was unfortunately rained out in June.
Yes.
So we will have that when we return. And a few other games as we head into the August long weekend. We do play that Monday, and then we'll wrap it up with Fan Appreciation Night, where we will have a theme jersey that's designed by a young fan. We had a jersey design contest.
Nice.
That we will be wearing on August 5th to wrap up the regular season and then hopefully head into a long postseason.
Absolutely. So, Ken, if you're in the Saskatoon area and taking this in, or if you're from out of town, from one of the other cities in the league, or a parent, family member from outside, and you're coming in with that person, as Sherman just hit his first one out in the final at-bat, final person to bat in this competition. This is well hit. Does this have enough to go? No, it's off the fence. But if you're looking to come, here's the information you need in order to pick up tickets to come to a Saskatoon Berries game against those teams that are still left to come from the East Division. That one's out of here. 2 home runs for Reese Sherman. Reese has got it again. Reese Sherman of the Sylvan Lake Gulls has got 3 home runs. 3 for how many? 3 for 6. Ooh, David Simmons, where are you? Oh, 3 for 7. I was going to say, Reese is going to give David a run for his money here with this. Sylvan Lake Gulls 27-12. Second place in the West Division, a game and a half. Back of the Okotoks Dogs. He pops that one up. That won't go. Sherman only has 2 home runs this season. 304 hitter. Catches that one well, but it's more towards center field and won't have enough to go. Well, maybe now it's tiring out. Reese Sherman, he's fading possibly. See if he can rally. 2 home runs and 12 RBIs for Reese Sherman this year. He puts a line drive into left field, but that is going to be short of the warning track.
I do have to run less.
Okay,
thank you.
Tyler, thank you for being by again, and all the best to you and the Saskatoon Berries and the Saskatoon Entertainment Group as the rest of the summer goes on.
Well, thank you so much to you and also your wife, Berna, for keeping the broadcast on for all the folks at home. I get tons of compliments about it all the time, so we appreciate it. And I know it's hot for everybody, including you. Today's a marathon to broadcast this, so we appreciate you guys being at the helm here. And
we're in the shade. We're fine. Thanks again, Tyler Warwick, the Vice President of Business Operations for the Saskatoon Berry Saskatoon Entertainment Group. Reese Sherman is not going to catch our champion, David Simmons. Just a couple of more swings left to go for Reese out of the Sylvan Lake Gulls. But again, he wants to end it off on a high, and he does, hammering it to left field. He does have 2 more swings, so he's still alive, but needs them both to get out. 4 for 13. 4 for 13. Sherman taking a pitch. Let's see what happens. He'll get into this one. Is it enough? It's more towards center field. It's off the base of the fence. And David Simmons of the Energy City Cactus Rats is going to be the 2026 Western Canadian Baseball League Home Run Derby champion as Sherman takes one last big swing and fouls it off at the plate, finishes up with 4 home runs to finish in 4th place. Your winner of the Western Canadian Baseball League 2026 Home Run Derby is David Simmons of the Energy City Cactus Rats. What a day we've had here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. A bunting competition, a first that we've had in WCBL history. It's something that is popular in Asia, especially in Japan with their All-Stars. And then we had the Junior Home Run Derby, which was a lot of fun to see the young kids from Saskatoon and area, 13 years age and under, being involved. And now the annual event in the WCBL, the Home Run Derby, as David Simmons is the champion in 2026. The game itself is tomorrow. It'll be the best of the East Division against the best of the West Division, starting at 1 o'clock here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field to wrap up our All-Star Weekend. Hope you've enjoyed your Saturday here with us at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. I know we've had a blast. On behalf of everybody involved with Flow Sports, FloCollege, the Western Canadian Baseball League, thanks to all the guests who came by and visited with us throughout the afternoon and into the early evening. On behalf of all the gang with the Saskatoon Entertainment Group, I'd like to thank my wife Verna, who's back in the producer's chair, making sure we're on the air. I'm Les Lazaruk. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. We'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock as you have been watching the Western Canadian Baseball League's All-Star Weekend coverage on FloCollege.